It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the KVJ show. What is going on today?
Good morning.
Good morning. Man.
I stayed up late to watch the Saints game and the Saints lost.
Yeah, it didn't go well, huh?
I fell asleep like right before the fourth quarter, so it wasn't looking good. It sucks to stay up late and then you lose. If you stay up late and your team wins, you're like, well, it was worth it.
Mm-hmm. I've kind of had that. That's why typically when one of my teams is playing and we have a show the next day, I go to bed, I record it, and then if they win, then I'll watch it. If they lost, then I don't even bother. I'm like, why would I even want to watch that?
You're doing it right.
I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I have no idea.
I shouldn't have watched it. It was good up until the halftime.
Then it went south.
Yeah, then it went south.
Well, they were playing the Raiders in the Raiders' new stadium in Las Vegas.
Which is pretty cool, especially like when they were showing the overhead shots from outside.
Yeah.
You see like the whole strip in the background. That was pretty neat.
They call it the Death Star, I guess.
Yeah, it's a weird, it looks like an inflatable, like, arena. It looks like they just blew it up. The Bounce House Company came out there and set it up earlier today.
Well, it's interesting because you've got two new stadiums, one in Las Vegas, one in Los Angeles. And the one in Los Angeles is amazing. You got to see that for the first time over the weekend. And the reason why it's kind of interesting is because all these cities that are going to want Super Bowls, and that competes with Miami and how much money we get for our Super Bowls. And you look at our stadium, and they did massive amounts of improvements. But I think the question is going to be, is it good enough? Does Hard Rock Stadium look good enough to, for the next 20 years, 10 or 20 years, be suitable enough where people are like, yeah, this is a great stadium for a Super Bowl? Or are they going to, go to the Death Stars and the new stadiums that they got, like SoFi or whatever it's called in Los Angeles, and be like, nah, those are much better. Plus, those are great places to have Super Bowls, too.
Those are great places, too. I mean, Miami's great.
Yeah.
But Vegas is awesome, and L.A. is awesome.
So I wonder if in Florida, where we have always had Super Bowls in Jacksonville, Tampa, and Miami, if they're going to say, yeah, the stadiums are very 1980.
When do they make their next picks for Super Bowls? How far out do they announce those?
I think it's at least like about 5 years typically.
Okay.
I think is when they do that. It seems like 3 to 5. I'm not, dead set on that, but it's somewhere around there. So, I think they're okay for now, but, they did all those improvements on Hard Rock Stadium. Is it going to be good in 10 more years, or are they going to be like, okay, how much time did they buy on that? Because I look at it, it looks okay.
Yeah.
But then you look at what they put up in Los Angeles
it's
and Las
so
Vegas.
Fancy.
Like,
it's so brand new. Yeah, they said they spent $2 billion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
On the one in Vegas.
They're insane.
I mean, $2 billion.
Well, that's just it. These new stadiums are crazy. I think they put 170 down on the improvements. It was putting lipstick on a pig basically at Hard Rock. And they call it good. They're like, yeah, we're good. We'll see how long the NFL will be like, yeah, you're good. 34-24 last night, the Raiders in their home opener. They took the win over your Saints. So.
I know. I mean, they just came alive in the second half, and the Saints took a poo.
Yeah.
With so many penalties. I mean, I thought Sean Payton was going to turn red and his head was going to spin around.
Yeah, the head coach.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Mm-hmm. Bird, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Got your little pizza hoodie on. It's kind of like hoodie season.
It is. It's my full-on hoodie. When you wear something like this, it's actually a onesie, adult.
Oh,
I wore it before.
Wow.
It's kind of one of those.
It keeps on going.
It's one of those outfits where if you wear it once or twice, people start calling you out. All right, Bird, it's time to get a new pizza outfit. We've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
So,
no, that's a lady magnet.
Oh, I agree. You do.
Yeah.
You bring this out to the public for events, but if you keep showing up in videos, you're going to get called out. So I'm in the market for
you know
new
what
pizza.
It feels like to be a Kardashian. They have the same problem. They can only wear the same outfit once.
Fashionista, dog.
Yeah.
You need to accessorize that thing.
I know.
Add new layered and.
I had a whole thing ready for today because this is kind of what's on my mind. And sweet Chewy just was not having it. The older he gets, the last week or two, he's really struggled taking his shot. And he can't see, so at night, when it's dark out right now, and you try to walk him, it's a good. It takes like 5 minutes to get him kind of, cool with going outside.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, it was. I was going to accessorize. I had pizza glasses. It just was a mess this morning, Mama.
So your dog messed with your outfit.
My dog messed with my outfit. She did.
Did your dog prefer it when you did the show from at home when we were on quarantine?
Big time. Well, yeah, because I didn't leave his side. Now he's like, dude, what are you doing?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
You probably threw him into a tailspin. He's like, you were here, now you're gone. What are you doing to me?
Usually the beginning of the week's a little tough for him because the weekend, Chewy's I kind of don't go out because I like to just chill with him now. And when Monday comes around, he's like, dude, I thought we were hanging out this morning. I'm like, sorry, Chewy, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
Gotta make that green, pay for them sausages.
Old dogs like me and Chewy, we like our routines. And that's the one thing during the COVID is, man, mine keeps changing. It's like, now the kid goes back to school, so we're on a different schedule there. We're losing the KVJ office, so that's all, so it's just one thing after another for a guy that likes his routine.
It's crazy. Yeah, this building and specifically our radio station offices, we're downsizing because they don't want people coming to the building anymore because they've figured out you can do it from home.
Well, not only are we getting rid of our KVJ office, which really only Kevin spent time in, they're booting us out of our KVJ costume closet.
Oh, boy.
Which Jaybird only spent time in.
No, you don't even understand how many costumes are jammed into that room. It looks like 19 bulls went in there and fought. That's going to be a big project.
Yeah.
And I have nowhere to put those costumes.
It might be a time to go on eBay and sell them right before Halloween. Make some money.
Sell my costumes? Where'd you find this woman at? Sell my costumes?
So you're losing the costume closet?
The costume. I'm not even sad that I'm losing this space. I am sad about moving everything out. It is destroyed in there. People have gone in there. We do our after the show podcast, and I'm drinking, and I got to go and then get a costume out of the closet. I mean, it's destroyed in there, and there is. I should Facebook Live.
We are the only ones that have been in there, but it's destroyed.
That's not true. I know for a fact other shows go in there and take our stuff. That's been confirmed.
Which show?
I don't want to say it on the air, but if you do the math, it ain't that hard.
Damn, Jennifer Ross, what you doing, girl?
See her skipping down the hall in Lana's costume.
I can't see her in a cupcake outfit.
You know how Sunny 1079 is. They love a costume.
I would not recommend putting on some of those costumes.
Some of those costumes are from our old station 3 stations ago.
So what are you going to do? Do you take those home, or where do they go? Throw some of them away?
Because I don't have that much room at my place right now because I'm in the middle of moving.
Yeah.
Whatever you're thinking about throwing away, why don't we dry clean them and sell them on eBay right before Halloween? You can make some money.
So you got to you understood that I didn't want to sell any of my costumes, right, Kev? I thought I made that
heard you say that.
She
Yeah.
suggested throw them away.
Well, I don't agree with that either. I'm not getting those costumes are so expensive. I'm not throwing those away.
Where do they go? Oh, they have to, I guess, squeeze in your place.
We're going to have to squeeze them into my place. Mm-hmm. I'll be the first time I squeeze something in there.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. We're all squeezing.
I would like some help, though, if you want to help me, Virginia.
Well, my suggestion is sell them on eBay and make some money.
Virginia's
I'm not doing it without a profit margin.
That's her only help, yeah.
She's trying to sell away.
If you can't work me in for some cash, I'm busy.
Yeah. She don't work for free, this girl.
I guess not.
You don't work for free. Come on.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in just a second, it looks like Kelly Osbourne. I mean, not Kelly Osbourne. Yeah. Oh, wait, Kelly Clarkson. I'm confusing Amy Osbourne and Kelly Clarkson.
Kind of taking my act right now.
Sleep is crucial. Kelly Clarkson kicked off her show yesterday, and we heard over the summer that she's getting a divorce. Mm-hmm. She's divorcing Reba McEntire's son. Mm-hmm. They got kids together. Here's Kelly addressing it right when she kicked it all off.
2020 has brought a lot of change also to my personal life. Definitely didn't see anything coming that came. But what I'm dealing with is hard because it involves more than just my heart. It involves a lot of little hearts. You know, we have 4 kids and divorce is never easy. But I am okay. Everybody keeps asking, are you okay? Are you okay? And I am. The answer is yes. I will say this though, when I got upset when I was a kid, I had a problem like saying how I felt, and my mom told me to start writing, and that's actually how I get my feelings out. So I probably won't speak about it too much, but you definitely will hear it musically probably. That's how I became a songwriter.
Okay.
What follows divorce? A smash, heartbreaking album.
It'll be good for her, yeah.
Artists love when they get their heart broken. They really do. They like pain. They need it.
She will write a great album.
But does Adele have a great album without the pain?
You're right.
Does Alanis have the album without the pain?
Yeah.
We need the pain.
We need the Value Mill Killer to write a pain album.
It's a 5-album experiment right there.
5?
5 albums.
That's good. Now, I assume this is the first day of the new season. Is that how it works with the daytime
I think
shows?
So. I know Ellen did her first day of the new season. I guess that's what Kelly Clarkson was doing as well.
I assume that was it because, after Ellen got all the publicity on her, unveiling the toxicity from her show and talking about it, I'm like, Kelly Clarkson's like, oh, yeah, I'm going through a divorce. I see your toxicity and I raise you divorce.
Oh, yeah. Clarkson's in a good spot right now.
In other news, it looks like the Indianapolis Colts linebacker Darius Leonard did something really, really cool. So after the game the other day, he took off his gloves and handed them to a kid, a fan. And he's like, here you go, kid. Here's a little memorabilia from the game. And the kid's like, oh, this is awesome.
And the mom's like, that's not very COVID friendly.
And then once the player went back into the locker room, the kid opened up the gloves and he's like, oh, damn. The player accidentally gave him his wedding ring.
Oh,
in
damn.
the gloves. So, yeah, they were tweeting out to the linebacker from the Colts, Darius Leonard, saying, hey, we want a way to get this wedding ring back to you. And he saw the tweet and he tweeted back, yeah, I need that.
That's a great story.
It's an awesome story. Now they'll have a little reunion, and it'll be such a sweet little package.
The kid will be famous.
Aw.
Yeah, it'll go viral.
Of course it will.
He'll get his college paid for.
Yep.
It looks like Michael Jordan is going to have a NASCAR car. Did you see this? He and Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace, and we can get Soups in here to comment on this. Is this Michael Jordan's first endeavor with NASCAR? I think he grew up a NASCAR fan.
Well, yeah, he is from North Carolina, and NASCAR is big in that state.
Okay.
And he's been friends with Denny Hamlin for a while. In fact, I think Denny Hamlin always wears Air Jordans when he drives.
Okay.
And Denny Hamlin is a big basketball fan and apparently is always present at the Charlotte Hornets games. And Michael Jordan is a partial owner of that franchise. And so I think they've had a kinship because of that. And then I think it was Brad Daugherty, a guy that Michael Jordan played basketball with back in college, that is also really big into NASCAR. And they've been wanting to get Michael Jordan involved with NASCAR and saying, hey, you need to get into motorsports. And then with the Bubba Wallace thing and everything he went through this last year, Michael Jordan, I mean, especially if you watch The Last Dance, you see that his mom and a lot of people put pressure on him during his career to speak up about social issues, and he just didn't want to get into the politics of it, didn't want to mess with it. And so I think now that he's way past his career,
and you have all this money,
and he's got this money
Yes.
that he feels, maybe a little compelled in subtle ways to get, and he's a little bit more outspoken this last year on some of the social issues that are going on.
Yeah.
When you watched that Last Dance, because I watched it a little later than everybody else, did it make you feel like you wanted to go out and play basketball and that you were, an athlete for about 10 minutes?
No, because I'm not
No,
a bit.
because I live in reality.
Yeah.
It made me want to go hoop it up.
It did make me, it is very nostalgic, and you do think a lot about where you were when all that was happening. I was a little kid, and I had like 3 Michael Jordan posters on my wall.
Yeah, it was the height of my childhood, so that
Yeah.
documentary, very nostalgic.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you go. So a new NASCAR collab. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
Shocking. Pizza.
Oh, okay.
So I got a lot of people hitting me up about this power of pizza, and I think there might be just a little bit of confusion. Some people want to know exactly what it is, and I heard the commercial. It sounds like I'm only delivering one pizza, which I don't think is true. I believe if you win the power of pizza, you get a pizza experience, correct?
Pizza party.
Okay, good. That I just want to make sure.
One pizza ain't a party.
Yeah, well,
That's good for one person.
we're doing it with Das Beer Craft, or I don't want to say the name wrong. I always call it Das.
Try again.
No, I don't want to. They're the sponsor. I'm not messing up their name. Just say the name, please. Das Beer Garden?
Yes,
All
that's
right,
good.
there you go. They have a macaroni and cheese pizza that I highly recommend, which is delicious. But that can be part of your experience if you want the macaroni and cheese pizza. And I believe the witch is going to be coming with me to deliver these pizzas.
Yes, it's very exciting.
Do you have a pizza outfit ready, or do I need to buy you one? Because
I mean,
there's a sweet pizza dress.
We've got a bunch of them in the costume closet, right?
We don't have a pizza dress, though. Don't you want? You're classy. You're fancy. I want to get you a fancy
you are.
pizza cocktail dress.
I know, but I don't want you to spend money.
There's some things in life you have to spend money on. We're going. This is a pizza.
He wants to buy you a costume he can't keep here.
You may tell me when we start doing events again, me and you dressed up as a pizza combo is not going to bring down the room.
I agree. It would look awful sharp.
I'm gonna come as a roll of pepperoni.
I don't believe it. I
You're
dare
gonna look like a
you.
giant dong.
I dare you to dress up like
I would. It'd be phallic jokes the entire night.
You'll have the pepperonis to do it. I wish you would.
I think I need the meatballs to do it.
So, how long do people have to sign up for it?
What you're doing right now is how you do it is you get our mobile app. It's free, 97.9 WRMF. It'll be in your app store. Or you can go to WRMF.com and just, if you listen to the KVJ show for just 1 hour a day, you get an entry. And then we're going to be drawing entries as they come in. But to get an entry, it's just listening for 1 hour of your day. And then we're going to be pulling those out. And I haven't been given a date as to when we're going to start delivering that. So I don't have the schedule. But it's, get it right now and start. They're going to accumulate weeks worth of entries and then start drawing out people's names. So if you can go on ahead right now and start listening to get those entries going, and then we'll be drawing those out on a Friday. I'll find out maybe today specifically which Friday we start. And then you'll get some DOS craft beer and pizza. And the thing that I push for, because they got 70 plus different craft beer choices. And I was like, we're going to be like, if they want, delivering some craft beer too. And I kind of was met with that blank stare or a chuckle but no commitment.
Oh, Kevin, you're so funny.
Yeah, I kind of got that, and then I didn't get, well, okay, but can we?
Well, is it because they don't want to give out beer, or is it because they don't trust us with a bunch of beer because they think we'll drink it all?
Well, it's probably both.
It's the legal thing.
But it makes it tricky because, you got to give it to somebody. Are they
Right.
21? And so it makes it tough.
Now we're checking IDs.
Well, how do we know that some 21-year-old doesn't win the pizza party and then gets all this beer, and then their friends are 19 and they're, giving it to them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But at that point, it's on them.
Good. And you know what?
Yeah,
Give
because
them
they're
to
21, they got it. You give it to your underage kids, you're the ones going to jail, not me.
All right.
Fascinating.
I like it. I'm glad you got a law background.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, the power of pizza, it's not just a bit, it's not just a segment that we're doing. This is a movement.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. It really is. I mean, the power of pizza, we've been talking about this for a long time. If you get people that are fighting and then all of a sudden you bring a pizza to bring them together,
peace.
it does. The fighting subsides.
All the world wars we could have avoided if we only had pizzas on the place.
If I was in office, if I was in the government,
Yeah.
I would be pushing for things like the pizza bill.
Pizza bill,
Things
yeah.
like that, where you can bring people together.
You could even have a guy named Pizza Bill.
I know a Bill. I'm sure you do it.
Hired. I don't even need to hear anymore. He's hired.
How great this country would be.
Oh my gosh, the pizza party.
Make America tasty again.
Oh my gosh, Kevin, you are my campaign manager.
If you want to go check out Don's Craft Beer and Pizza, they are on Singer Island Beach, right there at Ocean Walk. So you can go in there and have your own little pizza party, and you can definitely get the craft beer there. Their selections are amazing. Like I said, 70 plus. You don't have to necessarily wait for the power of pizza, though it's nice when you get it for free.
I am excited to deliver.
Yeah, baby.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
I've got a question about this daylight savings time ending thing. So
Okay.
it's exactly like almost a month away. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like a month and a week.
It's like first week of November, something like that?
November 1st.
okay.
So it's the day after Halloween, which, by the way, sucks. Because you're already...
Halloween sucks or the first day after Halloween?
The first day after Halloween, because Halloween's on a Saturday, and you know, usually we'd be staying up late and having all kinds of Halloween
It's on a
parties.
Saturday, too.
Yeah. I don't know what we're going to do with COVID this year, but how are you going to do Halloween on a Saturday and then daylight savings on a Sunday?
That's pretty brutal.
It's so brutal. Come on. Now, are we passing this bill
No.
or not? Because remember, they just talked about some sort of legislation that they were going to stop doing this, but I haven't heard anything about it in the past week.
Well, yeah, I talked about it last week because it was Marco Rubio and Rick Scott here from Florida that are pushing for it, saying, hey, just for this year, because they've pushed for it, I think maybe going back 2 years now, where I was
Yeah.
like, hey, they're going to do this, but they've got to get it passed through federal government to make it happen for the entire country. And they're like, we'd love to do it in Florida. It would work out well for our economy, too. They want to do it in a way where we'd have more daylight at night so people could stay out longer and enjoy everything that's going on and, of course, spend more money. And for other reasons. And they said, look, everything is so chaotic. We just started off the show today talking about how my schedule all the time is just changing and it's weird. And they're saying, let's bring some more normalcy to the world by not switching times, because especially with kids doing the virtual learning, some are going to school, and now we're going to switch times on them as soon as they kind of get into a routine. And it's already not good for health. A lot of people are having health issues, and health issues combined with COVID is bad. So they cited all these reasons. That was last week, and there's not been any kind of update since last week.
Are
But-
they pushing for this go round?
Yeah,
or
they're
are they
pushing for
looking...
this year because of
Okay.
COVID.
All
I
right.
don't know where they are with it.
It ain't gonna happen. You have a better chance of the party bill or the pizza bill being passed in this thing. They're never gonna change it. They always talk about it and they don't do it.
It's just so stupid. It's such an old, dumb thing that we don't need to do anymore.
And we get what? So when this happens on the day after Halloween, we get to sleep in more?
No, you lose
We
an hour.
lose an hour?
It's fall back, spring forward.
So you're taking away our Halloween and we are losing an hour of sleep.
How does that work, Kevin? Explain it.
Is
Do we
Virginia
get an
wrong
extra
again?
hour or do we lose an hour?
Yeah, that feels like you were wrong.
Virginia's wrong again.
Fall back,
We're gaining an hour.
we're gaining an hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gosh, you confused me so bad.
I just don't like switching stuff up.
Kevin's face when you were talking.
Like what? Not sure.
It gets dark quicker, right?
We're losing an hour of
Right.
sleep and we're cutting Halloween short. It's the worst of both worlds. Right, Kevin? Am I
Is
close?
everybody here sober?
Am I close?
We don't like change.
Kevin, we just don't like change.
Okay.
Keep it consistent.
Oh, man, people are giving us both bless your heart pumpkins in the chat.
As far as trick-or-treating this year, we've been talking about how many people are going to do it, and less people say they're going to take their kids out trick-or-treating this year. But not by a ton. 29% took their kids out last year, apparently, and I thought that was actually rather low.
Yeah, that seems really low.
It does seem Halloween's on the decline for the trick-or-treating angle. Even through years past, it seems like it's been going down.
Yeah. Maybe people are favoring parties or something along those lines.
Maybe.
We're becoming less social. We're scared of our neighbors.
I mean, kids just love it.
Well, you have those neighborhoods now where you drive kids from a different neighborhood to go into a good neighborhood that has candy
We do
and
that.
decorations.
Yeah.
And when you start, leaving other neighborhoods are going to be vacant now.
Yeah, we have nobody in our neighborhood, so yeah, we go to the good neighborhoods and steal all their candy.
I love giving out candy. Every single year, I buy all this Mountain Dew and all of these king-size Snickers, and in 4 years, I don't think I've had one trick-or-treater.
You know where you need to look at a house then?
Palm Beach Gardens.
In the Heights.
I'm not going to the Heights. Well, you want me in Jupiter for some reason.
Oh, I want you close to me. Is it wrong that I want to be
She
close?
wants someone else to have a long commute.
Always trying to get my ass in Jupiter.
Oh, sorry for wanting to be close friends.
Oh my God, I would not want to live close to Virginia. I love her, she's great, but I would not want to be close with her.
Yeah, they say it's down to 23% this year. So if you're wondering, hey, how many people want to take their kids out? About a quarter, 23% say they're still planning to take their kids trick-or-treating this year.
Have you guys ever been victim of a toilet papering or an egging of your house?
Back in the day.
Kids in the neighborhood got
Yeah.
Not DeQuesta.
No, not into Cuesta. I think people, in my neighborhoods growing up, kids got each other. We, everybody pranked everybody. Eventually, you got it.
We got hit real hard in Gardens one year with some eggs.
You did.
Oh, my mom did not.
Well, y'all had 4 kids.
Yeah, but we had nothing to do with the egging. These are other kids in the neighborhood. We were targeted, Kev.
Why were
Yeah.
you targeted? What did you do?
We were the weird family in the neighborhood. There's
you
always
were.
some kind of, every 7th week, there was a police officer. Oh, there was something going down at our house.
Okay.
So we got a little
So
talk.
they wanted to throw eggs at you
I don't
on
know.
top of it?
Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe everyone in the neighborhood was victim to it.
Okay. What I got on my mind here today, how cool would this be? Imagine for 1 year you could fly anywhere you wanted. This is a strategy that some airlines in other countries have started offering. They're doing unlimited flying plans to try to stay in business because there's been a huge drop-off in flying. For example, like Air Canada, they're offering a deal where people can fly anywhere, anytime for $2,260 per month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you pay that money, and it's like a membership, and you can just woohoo.
Yeah, but imagine that if you saved up and you could buy one of those unlimited I can fly anywhere anytime passes, and you said, hey, let's take this month, this will be our vacation month, save up for it, and then think of all the places you could fly. Now the question is, when you get there, where you're going to stay and things like that. I mean, it could really rack up pretty quickly, but I was like, wow, imagine that. If you could fly anywhere in the world and for a month, you're all good. That'd be pretty cool to just maybe jet off to Europe somewhere and just bounce around and fly as much as you wanted anywhere.
We're going to Italy, and we're finally going to get some of that Italian pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Although I was talking to somebody over the weekend who said, man, if you go to Italy, it's not the best pizza. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think we had this discussion before, and people actually said it was pretty good pizza.
I know. Again, people couldn't agree.
You need to go by yourself and make the decision. Don't listen to everybody.
I agree, but you could go to Italy.
Yeah, you could.
All right, I'm done with Italy. Let's go to France.
We were
Yeah.
supposed to go to Italy this year. That was a thing.
Is I supposed to go with you?
I invited you because I got invited.
Oh, imagine me walking through Italy with this pizza onesie on.
Yeah, they'd be very confused.
What are they?
Yeah.
Crazy American.
It's like dumb
Yeah.
American.
They definitely would be like, yeah. In Italian, they say he's clearly American.
Yeah, but would they make fun
Yeah.
of these sweet pizza shoes? I don't know.
Uh-huh. If you go to Air Asia, they're offering unlimited flights for people inside Malaysia for just $121 for the year. How crazy cheap is that?
Wow.
For the year, $121.
Finally go to Vermont anytime I want to.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see if any U.S. airlines wind up picking that up.
Is that's $2,000 per month for one person? You obviously can't bring your mate for that price. That'd be $4,000.
And do the flights have to leave and come back into Canada?
I think it's Air Canada, so everything's going to be. I mean,
right.
until you go to your destination, that would be outside of Canada.
It's a little tricky. I don't know if $2,200 is that great of a deal for a 1 month pass.
I'm kind of with the witch on this.
Typical airline tickets, maybe $200 if you took, basically, you'd need to take probably a good 10 to 15 flights.
It certainly wouldn't be compatible with anybody's normal work schedule.
I like what they're doing at Air Malaysia a lot more.
Yeah, I'm more
Yeah.
of an Air Malaysia.
Y'all got to
kind of
bring
guy.
your price down, Canada. That's a little high.
Oh, Canada. Yeah, so anyway, something to think about. Maybe that might be coming up. Talked about trick or treat, but what about parents? Where are their levels set? How fearful are parents about letting their kids out? Is Virginia in the norm, or is Virginia law a little crazy? I'll let you know next.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
We have heard a lot about Virginia law and how she's a little anxious to send her daughter Magnolia out into the world, but I know a lot of parents are. But just how willing are parents to send their kids out? They did a national survey, and they say that 80% of parents, much like Virginia, feel conflicted about letting their kids be around other kids right now.
Yes.
That's 80%.
The conflict is real, and my kid is like rebelling and just like arguing with me, and I don't want to be fighting, and so I don't know. I'm just fine. Go back to school. I don't know what to tell you, kid.
Wow, Virginia giving up throwing in the towel.
Yeah, I've been fighting for 6 months.
The Cajun's been cut.
I'm old. It's hard to fight for 6 months straight.
You giving up, huh? Throwing in the towel.
I mean, I'm loosening the towel.
Okay.
I'm not throwing the towel in. I'm loosening it.
Okay. They say just under half say that they would let their kid go to a birthday party, and 26% would let their kid go to a sleepover. Where do you stand on both of those?
No birthday parties, no sleepovers.
Okay. So you're out on that.
School is something that she's convinced me that is crucial, and education is very important to her mother. So she knows that's my hot button.
Yeah.
And I had her tested over the summer to find out where her levels were in education, and she was lagging behind her grade level a tiny bit. And so that, coupled with the fact that she's telling me she's not learning as well on the computer, was how I came to the conclusion that I would let her go back to brick and mortar school.
I think I'm lagging behind my grade level too these days. I'm just.
What is that grade level?
I don't even know. Probably
Second.
Probably no. I'll give myself 9th grade.
Oh, get out of here.
Oh, get out of here. You're no brainiac either.
I'm not saying I'm anything past
then
6.
sit down then. Einstein.
You're in 6th grade.
Mrs. Know-It-Nothing over here's got the nerve to call me dumb. Remember,
You're in 5th grade.
She was the one, you can't get COVID from sneezing. Get out of here.
Mrs. Fallback.
Yeah, exactly. What are you talking? You just said that we're going to lose an hour of sleep.
Well, there's a lot of people that are set a little bit tight. The school thing went down yesterday in Palm Beach County. They went back, not a lot, but some did. They say that yesterday only about a third of the school district's 164,000 students elected to attend classes in person. So I think it was 60 went, 85 stayed home. Talked to my son Cannon. I think he said there were 5 kids in his class.
And he's sticking with this. He's going to be going there. The Queen and you are saying, Cannon, you're going to the brick and mortar.
Yeah, the only thing that was going to change it for us was if he was winding up in spillover classes and was basically doing virtual learning at the class or at the school.
What was weird to me was Mags told me that they are doing virtual learning in the classroom. She's got her computer, and the kids stare at the computer all day. Like, they're spread out, everybody's socially distanced, but they're still, like, on the computer all day like they were at the virtual. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
It is. Everything is weird. Everything is really weird right now. That's why I'm fascinated to hear everybody's story about what it looks like.
She's staring at a computer screen still for, 6, 7, whatever hours a day.
And that's the Zoom thing they're doing, where they can see themselves in the screen, where they're constantly checking themselves out. When they do the virtual?
I don't know. I don't
virtual's
think
where they have the classroom online and you see a bunch of kids.
But you
on
also
the screen.
see yourself, correct?
But
Kind of like how we do in Zoom?
When I
think
looked
she's
at
on
Canada,
that.
I didn't see him on his.
I think she's in the class and the teacher is still teaching on the computer. So they don't get up, they don't get handouts, they don't move out of their desk. They stay stationary and they get their information from the laptop on their desk.
Okay, but it's not the teacher in the class teaching them that is on camera for the virtual students at home?
The teacher is there, but there's half virtual, half in class. The in-class kids aren't up, their picture's not up on the screen.
But they're hearing the teacher teach live to them in the classroom.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's how I think that's, working for a lot. They're still trying to figure it out because they had about 950 teachers in Palm Beach County that stayed home yesterday. That's basically 1 out of every 12 in the district opted to not go back. And it sounded like with the shuffling they were trying to do is they were hoping to maybe set up virtual classes because there's so many kids not going back. And if we've got 950 teachers that don't want to be there, maybe we can set up a virtual classroom and they can teach kids that don't want to go back and feel the same way they do. So trying to pair up the teachers with the kids that aren't going back.
That's going to be tricky.
Yeah, and then the question is how soon before parents start feeling good about sending their kids back? So
I know Mags said that some of her friends' parents were like, we're just going to wait 2 weeks and see how it goes.
Okay.
And that's what I said when Rocco went back. And Rocco, here we are, 7 weeks. Rocco is still home doing virtual school because he's 5 and he licks everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's kind of like my dog.
Yeah.
They got a lot in common.
They do.
So do you have a plan on when your son Rocco will go to the actual school?
No, because I think I can talk to Mags and say, Mags, hand sanitizer. Don't touch anything. Don't talk to your friends. Stay 6 feet away from people. And she listens. You can't tell a 5-year-old that.
Right. Okay.
I just think they're going to be set different, but who the hell knows? I'll probably have COVID by next week.
And there it is. There's that comment.
Yeah. All right. A little positivity there for your Tuesday.
Dead by Christmas. Kevin.
Positive K, meet my friend, negative V.
If you get it figured out, tell me.
I got nothing. I'm a man that knows about pizza. And even people call me out for not knowing about pizza, so I don't want to tell you.
The good thing that we have here in South Florida, though, is we do have some school districts that have led the way. They're a little bit north of us. And I got a text yesterday from somebody in St. Lucie County. They said, in St. Lucie County, at my daughter's high school, a student tested positive in her second week. The entire class was sent home to quarantine for 10 days. They just came back yesterday. My daughter initially wanted to go back to school, but now has changed her mind and wants to do virtual school. She wanted to be at school with her friends, but said that hardly any of them were even there. Plus, the restrictions at school are pretty insane.
Well, I mean, if you're going to school now and none of your friends are there, it's going to be real quick where you go, yeah, I'm going to stay home. That's why most of the kids are not going there to learn algebra. They're there to socialize.
Wait, Mags is lying to me?
Big time. Everyone in the chat room is going, Virginia's getting played like a fiddle by Max.
Damn it.
Yeah, and then, you're strapping with masks and all that stuff that you got to keep on.
Well, imagine a mullet Kev when he was 16. He decides to go to his high school because you want to see your friends, and then you realize no one's there, and then you're like, oh, crap, I'm only here to learn?
Yeah, now Mullah Kev would opt for the virtual school.
Of course.
And then I would opt for the real world. I would not be inside on the computer. I don't know where I'd be, causing problems. And the mask mandate is going to continue on in Palm Beach County. They've bumped it to October 22nd, but they say chances are you're going to be required to wear a mask probably into the spring or summer of 2021 when you're looking at it, because it has to do with vaccines and when they're going to be out and all that. So
okay, but I'm hearing some positivity. Are you trying to say that after the spring of 2021, maybe no masks?
You're going to be at least till then, I would say. Like right now, it's only officially to October 22nd, but a lot of people are saying, yeah, they're just going to keep bumping it back.
I love your
month.
I love your positive news, even if it's wrong.
Yeah. No, I had some.
Lie to us
Yes.
and tell us you know the future.
Ignorance.
Positive K.
Oh, ignorance
Yeah.
is so bliss. I love it.
Oh yeah, I had an interesting exchange with somebody on Twitter yesterday. That was,
Did you?
fun. Yeah.
Oh, I got to check out the fight.
It wasn't really even a fight. It was just like, wow. Because, yesterday I was checking out the positivity numbers, and I was like, wow, this is really encouraging. The state was under 5%, which they told us. I'm just going on what they told us.
Right.
Here's the thing. People say, oh, Kevin, you're a journalist. I'm not a journalist. I'm not a person that goes out and does investigative journalism. That's not my role of what I do. All I do is I read news. I try to decipher and distinguish what could be fake news and hopefully bring in good facts. I hope. But I don't know. There's a lot of stuff they throw out there. So when you hear it from me, you're only hearing me reading a published news story.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading the thread. Kevin is in it. I mean, they're well, this is a deep dive I got to get into during commercial break.
Let me guess. It's politically motivated.
It's pretty entertaining. Well, here's the thing. So I was looking at the positivity rate, and the state of Florida for the 10th straight day came in below 5%, which that was what they had said. We can start opening stuff up when we get to the 5% mark.
They told us that, so that's why 5% was important to us.
Absolutely. And so I'm just going on what the Florida Department of Health is saying, and that's what the numbers are that they had.
Here's what I'm noticing on this thread real quick. So somebody that is against masks just likes the fact that somebody who's for masks is just giving Kevin some trouble. So the anti-masker is now almost taking Kevin under his wing, like, yeah, Kevin's against masks, but Kevin's not.
No, that was a separate fight. I didn't even get in. Yeah, that's different than the one I got for you here. So I was looking at the numbers. Palm Beach County was at 3.17% yesterday, positive rate.
Below 5.
Broward County 2.5.
Wow.
And Miami-Dade 3.67. And so I'm like, wow. I mean, look at those numbers, even lower than the rest of the state, which I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. And I said, wow. I retweeted somebody who had those percent positive numbers that they just received from the Florida Department of Health. I said, wow, I can't remember ever seeing these numbers this low. Weird. The state average is higher. Even still, it's the state's 10th straight day below 5%. So that was my tweet that I sent out.
You threw in the opinion of weird. Now that's going to get people going, well, why is that weird, Kevin?
It is weird because the 3 counties had always been leading the state.
I understand what you mean.
And they have the most population. And, it just seemed like the bottom 3 counties have been
we'd always
the
been the
worst.
worst. That's why we're the last to go to phase 2. And that's how I'm like, weird that the rest of the state seems to be higher than us now.
That's weird.
Thank you. That's a good word, right?
It is a good word.
Yeah, it's amazing how much you have to search every word before you hit social media.
Kevin.
Why is weird politically motivated now? Explain it to me, because I don't understand.
Okay.
I can explain it to you, because Kevin, at that point, when Kevin says weird, he's kind of giving his own opinion on what he thinks is going on.
So is he a Republican or a Democrat?
He's a Republican.
I'll tell you where I am. Z-Man then said, responded to my retweet there, and he said, almost 200,000 dead Americans and still climbing. Still excited? I said, actually, yes. It shows improvement. You must be fun at parties.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, boy.
And then Z-Man responded, haha, thought so, Kevin. Your Trumpism is showing. And then I responded, so positivity now makes you Republican?
I thought you were a Democrat. I thought you
It depends on who you talk to.
On the same day last week, Kevin got 2 scathing emails, both of them accusing him of being politically motivated. One screaming at him for being a Republican, and one screaming at him for being a Democrat. And I could not help but laugh, because that is funny.
It was pretty unreal.
We did the topic about Trump putting ketchup on his steak. That one segment, Denny said I got called a Republican and a Democrat 4 different times. In one segment. I was both during. I was like,
y'all know Kevin's independent, right? He's said it on the radio. Y'all know that, right?
You all know too. I'm just talking about ketchup on steak. That's all I care about.
It's pretty crazy. It really is. And then somebody, a guy named Chad said, came to my rescue. He said, what does this comment have to do with Trump? You people are something else. This is very positive news Kevin is reporting. That's all he's trying to do. But yeah, that's what happens.
Chad is probably a Trump supporter.
He might be.
This is my favorite. Kevin, why do you hate old people and children so much? No, I'm just kidding. No one said that. But I'm going to tweet that out right now. Hashtag cancel Kevin.
Throw some fire on it. I mean,
I'm stirring it up.
Clearly somebody's like going, aha, he stepped in it. We can cancel Kevin now.
Let's get him.
Yeah.
Oh, they're waiting for the Kevin Ralston to get canceled.
Yes. So there you go. Every day is an adventure on social media. Gotta say happy birthday to Tom Felton. He's 33. If you're like, who? He was Draco Malfoy in the Harry Potter movies. He was also in one of the Planet of the Apes. He's the one that got the apes to hate us. So thanks for that, Tom.
I think the apes are going to hate us no matter what. Something tells me humans are going to do something. If they were really apes that were taking over the planet and trying to work with us, I don't think we could do it.
think he was in a season of The Flash, too, on the CW. My son and I used to watch that show. I think I remember seeing him on there. So happy birthday to him, turning 33. Those Potter kids are into their 30s now. Also, another birthday shout out to Kristen from Stewart. Happy birthday, Sista. Thanks for being my KVJ and True Crime partner. No one else gets us, but we always know what we are talking about. Hope you had the best birthday ever. Love you, miss you bunches. From Holt, Michigan. Bree sent that in. Also, we want to wish our son Max a happy 3rd birthday from Daddy, Mommy, and his soon-to-be little sister Ava. There he is, loving the waves on the beach.
Aww.
That's an awesome picture.
Little kids, they love the beach. It's so free and it's so
fun.
Awesome.
It's fun.
It's the best place to bring a little kid.
Well, it's magical. It's big. It's grand.
Is. I love it.
Yeah. As you get older, you think too much.
You're right.
We all need to go back to the beach.
And not think. Just
Right.
enjoy.
Just enjoy the waves and play.
Enjoy. Boy, I was walking by, I think it was on Sunday. They had some massive waves going on. Is that because all the storms out there? Or what's going on?
There's a king tide. There's all kind of crazy
Yes, I
stuff.
noticed that too. There were a lot of streets that were flooded.
Yeah.
It was coming up through the sewer grates.
It's wild.
Yeah. Odd times. Crazy things are going on here. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes. What is the odd thing that Florida does a Google search for the most? You know, they went through Google Trends and they started looking at like just the odd thing that each state searches for more than anybody else. So what do you think it might be here with Florida?
Cannibalism. I'm not kidding
You
you.
think so?
Absolutely.
A lot of cannibals here?
Gosh, I hope not.
We've had a few big cannibal stories where if you're not from Florida, people are Googling Florida going, what the hell's going on down in Florida?
Oh, well, this is people in Florida.
This is people here. Can you listen?
You can still Google Florida and
He said people here.
Oh, God, her voice. I don't know how you're married.
You're not even listening to Kevin. He said people that live here.
I didn't even explain
what they
myself.
Google.
All right, whatever. Can I go home?
No, you may not. You got to stay. I have a feeling maybe Jaybird contributed to this. Google Trends went and looked for the most embarrassing thing that each state Googles more than anyone else. And in the state of Florida, people here are Googling how to get rid of a ghost.
Oh.
How about that, huh?
Okay, that's right up
Tell,
your alley.
tell me he didn't contribute. Well, he don't want to get rid of it, though. That's the only thing.
No, he's looking for ghost action.
Mine's
true.
how to keep a ghost.
Yes. I don't want him to leave.
Don't leave. I'm
Yeah.
lonely.
That is odd to me because it makes me wonder, how does Florida rank on the list of the paranormal? This might be a question you would know, Jaybird.
We seem to have a lot of activity. I mean, people in Florida are constantly having ghost experiences all through the state. We get emails from all through Florida.
And I find that interesting because to me, and I think I've been dialed into thinking that the Northeast is the creepiest, most scary. Your Boston area, your Massachusetts, Salem witch trials, all those kind of things. It just, they got the fall, it gets dark, it's windy, it just seems spooky. And so I think more ghosts per capita because, ghosts, hey, a lot of old people like the sunny weather and the sunshine, so they come to Florida. If you're a ghost, you probably seem to like the wind and the creepiness, and so you go to the Northeast. But that could be completely wrong. Maybe ghosts and old people. Or maybe it's all the old people who just died and their ghosts don't go very far.
Florida's a very vocal state, too. If we got issues, we're talking about it, we're reporting on it. I mean, if there was all this ghost activity in Nebraska, I don't know if anyone would even know that. You know what I mean? What's Nebraska talking about?
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting that Florida is number one with how to get rid of a ghost. We search for that more than any other state. Some of the other interesting ones in other states, Jaybird, if Florida isn't custom made for you, maybe try Delaware. Their number one Google Trend search, are aliens real? That's what they're searching for more than anybody else.
We have that contact with the guy that he runs the UFO, the sighting. If you have a sighting, you call this guy.
Yeah.
And he told us, I believe it was North or South Carolina that's got the most.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of activity up there.
Any explanation as to why that might be?
Who knows?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what is special about that. I know that there's typically around nuclear power plants and military installations, you'll see a lot of UFOs.
Telling you, he's a good interview.
He is. Huh?
I've tried to push him on you guys before. He's older. He doesn't like any nonsense.
Oh, boy.
He constantly thinks you're
Virginia, are you into a serious UFO conversation with an old guy?
I'm gonna pull a Jason and go get a Pepsi, aka poo poo.
Well, if I'm the quickest pooper on the planet.
You are.
I mean,
I think that
Prove it.
World Record Wednesday.
I was gone for 90 seconds.
I think we got what we're doing
Prove
tomorrow.
it. Prove it. Prove
I
it.
love that.
Yeah.
Now that would be amazing. You could actually walk around with that title.
You and my dad actually probably hold that title. You guys are quick poopers.
Should we have a poo off?
You get a sash and it's a brown sash.
Okay.
A
All right.
crown.
I think you beat my dad.
Can you wipe with it?
I think you're better than my dad.
Really? All right. Well, let's get us on 2 toilets same time.
I can get this set up for tomorrow. Hour behind.
2020's been weird.
He's
Now
in
we're talking
Texas.
great radio. Yeah. Now we're talking great radio. Some of the other odd Google trend searches in other states. Indiana, theirs is how is a baby made? Indiana.
Indiana, ask your mama. Don't go to Google.
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
How do they not know that? West Virginia's is why is my poop green?
Oh. West Virginia.
West Virginia's got other issues. They need to ask. They got to ask other
There's
questions.
other questions they need to
Yes.
know. Why are so many West Virginians pooing green?
Why does poo turn green?
We'll send you a chart.
All right.
Has to do with what you eat, Virginia.
Well, that's weird because Rocco only eats the same thing every day: pizza, chicken nuggets, pasta, and every once in a while he'll hit us with a green one.
I don't know if it's always what you eat. I think sometimes it could be a deficiency in your body. I would look
really?
into that.
Do we have any experts on poo?
There's a chart for it. There's a chart of all the colors.
Interesting. We should hang it in the studio.
Take it in and mash it.
It's supposed to let you know if you have that kind. That's what's going on.
Interesting.
Today I'm more mahogany.
I'm shocked you never saw that. You being all medical.
I've never seen that.
No.
I'm
just
into
me
it.
Too.
I'm
Yeah.
grossly into
I'm
it.
fascinated.
The
by
doctors say that's how you really kind of measure your health.
Interesting.
it. Yeah. Oh, I know. Oprah's done like 300 shows on it.
She could do a whole year.
Yeah, I do honestly. The Oprah, there some things she said always processes through my mind every time I go to the bathroom. Thank you,
Her
Oprah.
and Dr. Oz, they
Yep.
love talking about
That
it.
was their connection.
Was it?
I think
Yeah,
it was.
it was a big part.
Well, how disgusting would a dinner date with both of them be?
Dookie brought them together.
I think it did.
That'd be tough. And Mississippi. People in that state are trending most and looking for the question, is the earth round? Mississippi.
We are covering some flat Earth
Mississippi.
stuff tomorrow in the Weird and Whatever. Remember, I told you about that clip where it's 3 flat Earthers
Yeah.
and they're in a debate with 3 scientists. 3 scientists their whole entire life has been dedicated to science. And then you got this guy. He had a ponytail. He's like, I'm a truther. Nope, sorry. Just the Earth is flat. I'm like, oh my God. These scientists are looking at each other. They can't believe they're on camera, so they can't really get mad at them.
Yeah.
We're covering that tomorrow.
They cover that in the Social Dilemma. They specifically go into flat earthers and talked about how that kind of took off, where they found like maybe 3 people on the internet that actually believed it. And then they just kept sending them fake news to try to, up their beliefs. And then there was a famous basketball player that talked about and joked about how he was a flat earther. And they're like going, see, we're not crazy. And then it just kind of took off because of social media.
Anytime we talk about flat Earth on Weird or Whatever, I get at least 2 realistic emails saying you're being ignorant, you're listening to the government, you're listening to the wrong people. The Earth is flat, and they long email with points. NASA fakes their pictures. The picture of the globe or of the Earth you see is really not a picture; it's a painting.
Okay.
Oh, I hear you.
It's very
I
fascinating.
don't believe that.
No,
I believe the
I don't
Earth
know
is
how much
round.
time I would give that. I
That's
just
why
feel like there's a lot of things in life, and I'm just like, I don't know.
they gave him 30 minutes. These scientists.
That's way.
They couldn't believe
That's
it.
29 minutes too
I
long.
agree.
Yeah, we need to cut that off a lot quicker.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain, ain't you? You're Facebook fishing.
I don't know about you guys, but man, my Nextdoor has been really popping the last couple of days. There's been a lot of fascinating stuff going on there.
Mine got political, and then it got people yelling about it getting political.
On the Nextdoor, can you actually see people's pictures?
If they put a profile picture up, yes. But not everybody does.
So are the people that talk the trash usually the ones that don't have a picture?
It says your specific neighborhood. I'm in North Jupiter, and it'll break it down and say, like, if you live in Rialto, which is like a little community, it'll say, like, Rialto or, like, Jupiter Pines. Like, it says your neighborhood and your first and your last name. So it's pretty specific. A quick Google search will tell you exactly the house address of the person.
That doesn't seem that safe to me.
If you want to take this fight to the front porch, you could.
Wow, that's how it starts online, and then you see people throwing down in the front yard all because of what happens on Nextdoor. I
would be surprised if you told me people haven't fist fought because of Nextdoor.
I'd be shocked if you haven't seen fights because of this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, got a Nextdoor fist fight. You can let us know about it, 877-979-WRMF. This post sent to us from somebody's Nextdoor. You do have to screenshot that because people send us links and we can't get into your Nextdoor. You have to like be in that neighborhood and stuff.
Too, what happens on my Nextdoor is the moderator will come in and take it down.
Yeah.
So please, if you see something juicy, screenshot it right away and send it to us at mail@kvjshow.com because a lot of times it gets taken down if it's good.
Well, they people wise up or they sober up and this doesn't look good. Let me delete this.
Well, all their neighbors start coming after them like, that wasn't a good idea, Bill.
You gotta live with those comments.
We know where you live, Bill.
Come on, Bill.
Okay, so Dane started things off here on Nextdoor. Virginia, I'll have you play the role of Dane today.
Okay.
Jaybird, you can be Andrea. I will be Roger, and Denny's your Shelly.
Got it.
Okay, here we go. Kick it off here, Virginia, with Dane.
Anybody see the new neighbor laying out half naked? Oh, her body is smoking, and she don't care who sees it. Me likey.
Me likey.
Here's Andrea. Wow, Dane. I guess you haven't heard of a thing called #MeToo. Read a newspaper, buddy. You sound like a dinosaur.
Wait, I love how she says, read a newspaper, you sound like a dinosaur. Just by saying, read a newspaper, you sound like a dinosaur.
Oh, what? I'm a big pervert because I find a half-naked woman attractive? Please. Go take your liberal tears and cry in your safe space. I apologize for nothing.
You know, Andrea is right. Quit Harvey Weinsteining all the women in our neighborhood. They did not consent to your ogling.
Roger, can I say that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Kevin said it on the air before when someone called him that.
Call me a what? I didn't hear that.
Someone called it. You could. I think that's not a bad word.
It's so close to a bad word. I'm not gonna say it.
You can say it.
I don't know if you can say it. What if someone thinks it's the bad word?
No.
Roger, you're such a bleep. You're just trying to look woke in front of everybody. I said nothing wrong. My neighbor's ass is hanging out, and sorry, I'm going to look all day if she continues to do it.
Dane probably thinks that women still belong in the kitchen. You're pathetic and your behavior is toxic. You are what is wrong with all of the men in our country.
Here comes Shelly. I'm with Dane. If I see somebody sticking their ass out for the world to see, I'm probably going to stare. It doesn't make me a monster just because it doesn't make Dane a pervert. Some of you snowflakes need to get over yourselves.
Wow, Shelly, where is your support for women? I'm actually shaking right now from your response. Dane has triggered me, and so have you. You both need to get with the times. I'm logging off to collect myself.
Oh, you're proving my point, Andrea. People are too soft these days. Sorry, ladies. If you want to act like a hoochie mama, people just might stare at you like a hoochie mama. Sorry, not sorry. These are the facts, and facts don't care about your feelings. Cover your ass up.
Okay. There you go. One neighborhood's fight.
If you see your neighbor laying out Virginia and they got their butt hanging out, are you staring?
I'm going to look, but I'm not going to say they need to cover up. I mean, come on.
Well, I think they're getting on him because he was staring.
Well, that happens. When your ass is out, men are going to look at it. I don't know what to tell you.
There you go.
They like asses. Ask them.
Yeah. Welcome to life, right, Virginia? Right?
I like that. Ask them.
Ask them.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, a fun little quiz on the best fictional restaurants from TV and film. I want to see how many of you guys can get correct. I'll name the restaurant. You tell me the TV show or movie that it is from.
Fun.
Will you pass the test or fail? We'll find out next. What do you think about TV shows and movies? And forever, they've always had these fictional restaurants or cafes, places where they would go hang out, like on Friends, famous for Central Perk, right?
Yes.
Saw somebody the other day had a Central Perk shirt on. It's that famous that the coffee shop where they sat in Friends, people were wearing a shirt for it 20 years later. That's just kind of the way it goes. So what I've got here is a cafe. Maybe it's a restaurant. It's from a TV show or a movie. I'll name the place. You name the show or movie that it's from.
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, this is going to test the brain.
Oh, I'm in the mood for some witch this morning.
Okay, let's see how you can do 5 each. Okay.
5 each, or we both get the same 5?
I just love when one of us asks a question.
Why don't you guys play as a team?
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
Kevin's face. What?
You guys can just play together.
Okay.
Okay.
We're a team.
I'm so excited.
What about Blue's Banana Stand?
Bird.
Yeah.
That is from Arrested Development.
Arrested Development. You are correct. Yeah, TV show Arrested Development.
Probably good they were on the same team. I don't know if you would have gotten it.
Yeah.
I never would have got that.
Okay. You can maybe let Virginia go first. Virginia, do you know this one? Los Pollos Hermanos. What is that from?
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Los Pollos Hermanos.
Come on, dude. You're bringing down the team here.
I don't know that
Oh,
one.
my.
3 Amigos.
What?
I don't know.
Can I come in and steal
You
this?
can, yeah.
Even though we're on the same team? Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. That's Breaking Bad.
I haven't seen that one.
My back hurts from carrying Virginia.
Yeah. We'll start with Virginia and Jay Burke and just clean it up. Luke's Diner. You know what that's from, Virginia? Luke's Diner.
No.
Bird?
Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
I don't watch any of these shows. Ooh.
Okay, Virginia, next one. We'll start with you. The Max. The Max is from what TV show or movie?
The Max?
The Max. They would hang out at the Max.
The Brady Bunch.
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
Bird?
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Good thing we did join teams.
Yeah.
I love our team. Our
been a
team is
bloodbath.
killing it.
How about the Krusty Krab, Virginia?
Oh, that's SpongeBob SquarePants.
Very nice.
Okay. There's my girl.
JJ's Diner.
Oh, boy.
JJ's Diner. TV show or movie. Which one is that from?
JJ? What the hell is
JJ's
JJ?
Diner.
I don't even know of a JJ on a show.
Okay, Virginia doesn't know it.
Bird? Come on now.
JJ's Diner. This one's tough for me.
Will this be the first one we've missed?
It would be.
Hold
yeah.
on. Give me 3 more seconds. JJ's Diner.
Okay, time is up.
Oh, my gosh.
3 seconds is not a lot of time.
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. That's Parks and Recreation.
I should have known that. I should have known that.
You watch
I
that.
do. That's
Okay, it's your first miss. Not too bad. Next up, we'll start with you, Virginia. Cake Baby. TV show or movie. What is that from? Cake Baby.
Cake Baby?
Cake Baby.
I don't know.
oh my God. You love this movie.
Cake Baby?
Bridesmaids.
Oh. I don't remember. It's been a long
She always talks
time.
about, I love Bridesmaids. One of my favorite
Yeah.
movies.
I do love it. I just,
I'm so mad about that Parks and Rec one.
Yeah, that's your only blemish so far.
blew it.
Okay, Virginia, how about this? Gusteau's.
Gusteau's?
Yes.
Ratatouille?
Ratatouille, see?
Okay.
Yeah, she gets all the kid stuff. If it's a
Yeah.
cartoon, Virginia's got it.
I'm on it.
I still got to see that Ratatouille. Everyone tells me I would love it.
It's adorable.
Okay, I got to put it on the list.
Okay, so let's see how you do with this one. Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet.
What TV show or movie is that from? Pizza Planet.
Denny's has the T-shirt, so it must be Rick and Morty.
No.
Yeah.
Bird.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
No.
Yeah.
What is
Toy
it?
Story.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I don't know that
In the movie, he goes off and Buzz winds up at Pizza Planet, and he's in the claw machine, and that obnoxious kid from Nextdoor.
We blew that one.
I never saw it. Don't know that movie.
I saw it and forgot it.
Okay.
You're supposed to get the kid movies. What's going on?
Yeah, she don't know. She drinks while she watches movies.
Yeah, I don't.
I drink because of the kids.
Okay, you missed 2 so far, and here's your final one. TV show or movie. This place is from Monk's Cafe, Virginia. Monk's Cafe.
Monk's Cafe. Oh, that's Seinfeld.
That is very nice.
Okay.
Not bad.
There you go.
Okay.
You got a few in there.
You did good. You got 3 or 4 of them. You did good.
You guys got 8 out of 10
Yeah.
collectively as a team.
You're not that stupid. Good job.
I'm impressed, but keep in mind, I'm impressed with a lot of dumb things.
Okay.
Do you have more?
Now she wants to keep
Now
going.
she wants to
I
keep
got
going.
one right. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I think you've done enough. Yeah, we all do things that we wonder, okay, was I being a jerk when I just did that? Because people will say, oh, you're such a jerk. And you're going, well, am I really? I feel like I'm justified in everything I just did. So if you ever wind up in that situation, send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com, and we'll give you the ruling. Are you the jerk or not? This email said, my husband just got a call from his ex-fiancée. She lost her job at the beginning of the pandemic and has been living in her car for a month.
Oh, boy.
He suggested that she could come and stay in our guest room.
Oh, no.
I am not cool with a woman he was intimate with in the last 4 years living in our guest room. He's already given her $500, which I said is more than fine, but he said that's just not enough and that I'm the one who's being heartless here. It's not like we even have extra money to throw around. And I am definitely not cool with his ex living in my house. Am I the jerk?
Can you imagine what the Mexican queen, Kevin, your wife, would say if you came home and suggested your ex move in with you and your wife?
I mean, this is just silly talk here.
She would stab you.
It wouldn't take, it
would never happen.
Wouldn't be a discussion.
It wouldn't even be a
I would know to
discussion.
not even bring it up.
You would even bring it up because you're not dumb.
It's so ridiculous. Of course, this hooch cannot live in your house. I mean, come on. If you have extra money, sure, it's great to give her extra money. But if you don't have extra money, you don't have to give her a dime.
She's your ex-girlfriend for a reason. You need to cut that off. She's got other people. She's trying to get in your life again. She's claiming poor mouth, but she's trying to get back in your life. Make
Let
no
her
mistake
go
about
live
it.
with her family. You don't have to take care of her. You're going to disrupt your new relationship to help your old relationship. Your girl is going to leave you.
Wallace Pennington has heard enough. I'm actually out on this one.
Yeah, if I was the girl, I would consider breaking up with him. I'd be like, if this is what you think is good judgment.
Well, she's she's defending it, and give me a break. Come on.
Okay. All right. So you're saying
we're
she's
out.
not the jerk.
No.
Okay.
And we're breaking up with the guy.
Yeah, he's on the ropes.
Okay. So she's not a jerk if she dumps him because of
No.
this. Even the request, huh?
He's insane for requesting this.
Ride or die is what you're looking for in life. Not, hey, can my ex-girlfriend stay in the
Oh, it's
back
fiance.
room? Or fiance, whatever.
Yeah. Even more impactful, I would think. This question here, am I the jerk for driving with earbuds? I love driving with my earbuds on. The other day, my girlfriend saw me pull into her driveway wearing them. In a very judgmental tone, she says, you shouldn't wear those while you drive. It's dangerous, selfish, and inconsiderate. In fact, only douchebags drive with earbuds in. People who wear them while driving don't care about other drivers.
Oh, my.
The scolding, I was so taken aback. by just how aggressive she was in her tone and what she had to say. Meanwhile, she's been in 2 accidents in 2 years, and I have a perfect driving record. After she said all that, I decided to leave and go home. She texted me later, calling me a jerk for leaving and not working it out. Am I the jerk for leaving? We don't live with each other, and I didn't want the situation to escalate.
Yeah, you need to get in your car and drive far away from her because she's not the right person for you.
She sounds like she likes to escalate. And that's the thing. If you're a de-escalator and you're with an escalator, you need to break up and go be happy and be with somebody who's peaceful like you.
She needs to date an aggressive junkyard dog. She wants someone to fight with. She's looking for arguments because you cannot like what your boyfriend does with the earbuds. That could have gone such a different way. Hey, babe, you know, if you have earbuds in, I'm concerned that you're going to get into an accident.
Right,
I love you, but I'm worried about you. Not, I'm going to wave my finger at you and shout you down because you're a bad person. It's all about the approach. Wallace Pennington, we're out, right, Virginia?
Oh, definitely.
Well, the thing that he doesn't say in this, I know there are a lot of people that just wear earbuds all the time, but it doesn't mean there's always audio pumping through. It's just that they're so frequently playing audio off of their phone. They got the Bluetooth.
It's kind of a status accessory.
Yeah.
I know with the younger people, it certainly is.
Yeah. So he didn't say if he's driving around listening to music, which I assume that is still illegal,
Yeah,
right?
you can't do that because you got to hear the horns of the car, other cars in case something.
The screams of the other driver.
Yeah, the screams of the people you hit.
The thuds of the bodies.
Jamming out to your tunes, dude. But you can still be wrong at something and not have to be shouted down. And she handled that horribly.
It's all about being with someone that you can be compatible in your approach. And if you're a peaceful dude and you've got this chick yelling at you over something that's really not a yellable offense, you really got to take a look at this relationship and realize that, do you want to be with her yelling at you for the rest of your life?
What I would have done when she started yelling, hold on, I'm turning up my volume. My earbuds.
Yes, that's when you need the earbuds.
See you later.
This is me leaving.
Yeah, people are saying it is still legal to drive with both earbuds. So apparently if you pull over and say, I didn't have any audio playing, I just keep them in my ears. I guess maybe cops may or may not be very sympathetic to that.
It all depends on one factor. Do they have a flat top?
Yeah, right. That probably is it. So, yeah. All right. Didn't like the tone, the way she handled it.
No.
And another email here says, am I the jerk for making this a big deal? I am a father of 2 teenage boys with my ex-wife. I've been living with my girlfriend for 2 years, and I have joint custody. The other day, my girlfriend was getting a shower and was wearing nothing but a towel. I saw my son starting to come into the room, and I yelled over to my girlfriend to hide. She said, what's the big deal? My son came in and saw her, asked me a question, and then left. After he did, she snapped at me for being so freaked out. I told her that I thought it was inappropriate for her to be in a towel in front of my teenage son. She said, what's so inappropriate about it? He's seen me in a bikini. Do you think that it is better than me in a towel? I see her point, but to me, it just feels worse to be in a towel fresh from the shower in your bedroom. Did I overreact?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a towel, dude. Lighten up.
Yeah, and if you get so freaked out, you're sending a vibe to him that there's something to be freaked out about. A woman in a towel, it's not a big deal.
Well, it wasn't.
Breathe.
She wasn't doing a twerking contest for your son. I mean, she's coming out of the shower, dude. Lighten up.
Yeah, odd stigma to be bothered.
A towel? Yes.
If you're going to be a family, chances are at some point she's going to see more than that.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times I saw private parts of my parents. It just happens.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, I saw them.
Saw them a lot.
Yeah, we were
Could you draw them from memory right now?
My dad. And out of respect for my mother, I would not do that for my mom, but my dad, I could.
We want your dad.
I don't think my dad would.
Can we get some dad dong art from you?
I don't know if my dad's gonna like that because my dad does tune in from time to time.
Well, we've heard good things about Randy.
Oh, right.
We post that up on social media.
I don't think he's gonna like that.
You sang about your dad's dong.
And did you see his reaction? Did you see how uncomfortable he was?
Imagine if his son draws it and then posts it on social media.
You serenaded him about his dong, and it was amazing.
And look at his reaction. He could not want to run away.
Maybe we should all do this. Everybody want to draw their dad's dong, and then we can post it?
Okay.
Yay,
Okay,
Kevin.
nobody's in.
Great idea.
If we all do it, I'm in. If we all do it, I am in.
We should do it for Father's
What?
Day
Oh, yeah, there
and
you go.
give it to them.
I don't hate
Just
it.
get the reaction. I want to see what you want to say. I drew a picture of your dong from memory.
My dad would give a very awkward reaction.
Oh, Jay Bird.
I think at least
You
need to
gotta
record
do
it,
that
even
for
if nobody
Father's
sees it.
Day.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you just need to hand it off to him. Okay, there you go. Looking at Stephanie here from Fort Pierce. Apparently, she's a big animal enthusiast. Do you just love animals, Stephanie?
Yes, I do.
Good. You're going to love this game. It's called Denny's or Animal here, and we've got some interesting wildlife scenarios. And you just have to tell us if this is a real scenario or if our producer Denny's is making all these sound effects, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Our first one is birds at the dump.
Oh.
Those things are loud.
They are, and I found something out about the dump. When you pull up to the dump, you hear all of these birds going crazy. You're thinking, oh my gosh, we're being attacked by birds. That's a sound effect. They hit a button to scare the birds away when people are there.
Huh.
Yeah, they're fake birds you hear when you're pulling up to the dump. They have a sound effect there.
What?
Really?
Yes, really. You don't look like you believe me, but there's really birds there.
And you have such a credible outfit on.
Yeah.
I have credibility with
So
the dump.
they play the sound of birds really loud, so what you hear is not real birds. That's actually them piping in that noise?
Those are piped in bird sound effects at the West Palm Beach dump. I'm telling the guy told me and Denny because we pulled up to go throw our stuff away, and these bird sounds, these murderous birds are going crazy. Me and Dennis are going, where are these birds? It's like, no, they're not real. We hit a button. It's a sound effect.
Wow.
I did not know that.
I know it sounds like it's made up.
And that keeps them away, or just when people are there and they don't worry about it any other time?
It all happens so quick. I just know he has a sound effect at the front of the bird when you were pulling in, and I thought he had said it was to kind of.
Yeah, well, you know, the at least in West Palm, and there are these dumps all over South Florida, but the one in West Palm Beach is right across the street from the ballpark of the Palm Beaches. And it is problematic because the birds love coming over to the stadium and getting up in the lights and all that. And they are very loud, and also they can be messy when they take big old dumps.
And aggressive, too.
Yeah, and so they have something at the ballpark that I think they turn on when games are happening that is some kind of sonic frequency that the birds don't like. You don't hear it. You don't hear bird sounds being pumped into the stadium. But there's something, and I look around because I've been there when there's not a game and when there is, and the amount of birds is unbelievable.
Bird sound effects, Virginia, at the dump.
Yeah.
Pass it on.
Is this real, or did Jay Bird make this up?
I didn't make it. I'm not lying about it unless I had a dream that me and Denny's went to the dump, which.
Virginia, if the guy at the dump is not credible, who can be credible?
But did this really happen?
Yeah, why are you calling me a liar?
I just never heard that they pump in fake audio at the dump of birds.
If Virginia didn't hear of it, clearly I'm lying.
It didn't happen. You're right.
Dude, I'm going to the dump. Your fancy ass would never go to the dump. So what the hell are you talking about?
I would never go to the dump.
The dump what?
Oh my gosh, Clarkson doesn't have a dump. They have a pump.
Totally not going.
Okay, so Denny's or Animal, here are birds at the dump. Is this the real sound of the birds at the dump? Could it be the fake sound effects they pump into the dump, or is this actually Denny's?
That's a tough one.
Those birds sound a little bit more peaceful than the ones I usually hear.
They sound a little high, too.
Yeah. Well, Stephanie, what do you think? Is that Denny's or Animal on that clip?
I feel like that's Denny's.
You feel like that is Denny's? That is Denny's.
Yes!
Apparently very nice. Congratulations. Yeah, there you go.
The one at the dump is way more aggressive.
Oh, yeah. No, those birds definitely sound way more aggressive, too, when you hear them in person, no doubt. Okay, so far she is 1 for 1. Stephanie proving her knowledge of animals. What do you think about this? Is this one Denny's or Animal? This is two lynx cats fighting. Two lynx cats fighting.
Oh my gosh. That is horrifying.
It kind of sounded like Denny's,
It did.
and it kind of sounded like lynx cats.
Yeah.
Oh.
It actually sounds like Denny's.
Wait, we got to hear that one again because it could go either way.
That one is actually a little challenging, yeah. Wow. Oh, jeez.
One of them sounds like
That was
Denny's.
hard.
The other one sounds too high pitched to be
Could it
Denny's.
be a lynx cat fighting Denny's?
Or
Oh
could
my
it
gosh.
be Denny's doing something with his voice? Maybe it's the real Denny's and then a Denny's cat pitched up with the volume.
I'm going to say, I think that is probably, I think it's probably Denny's.
Okay.
I think it's probably the
I
cat.
think it's the cats.
You do?
I do. There's
But
no.
that was a good one.
It does sound like Denny's though.
There's one part where that cat sounds like Denny's.
The very beginning sounds like
It
Denny's.
does. At the beginning, yes.
Right there.
That one.
Right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it is Denny's.
Denny's?
Stephanie says it is Denny's.
Oh.
It is not.
Oh, man.
That's a tricky one.
That was a
That
tricky
was
one.
tricky, no doubt. Okay, one more here. Is this Denny's or animal? This is a cow being artificially inseminated.
Should
Okay.
the youngsters turn this down? Maybe.
I don't know what this is going to sound like. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, like it or not, you get to hear it. What do you think? Denny's or animal here? Wow. You can. Takes a lot there. So I think it's just kind of like, I think they just have a spatula. And they just,
That is so gross.
I think that one's more clear.
you can hear it.
Man, I don't think the cow's enjoying it. It's.
Well, it's a process. It's what they got to do. Yeah, I don't think it's done for pleasure here. What do you think here,
gonna say-
Stephanie?
Denny's?
Gonna go with Denny's on that. Yeah. What do you know? Congratulations. That one is Denny's. 2 out of 3 is not a bad score. That is good enough to say that you're pretty good with your animals, Stephanie.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, you are so welcome. Yeah, it was a challenging round we had there today.
It was.
He's getting tough.
Yeah, he's getting real good at his craft. There's no doubt about it.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Time for a round of entrepreneur here on the KVJ Show. We draw 2 different words out of the challenge cup, and then we've got to design a product around something we come up with those 2 words. Okay, I got a handful here. Let me just take 2. Okay, all right, go ahead and pass it around here.
Okay.
All right. Virginia's drawing her 2 out.
Okay.
What you got over there?
I have phone book.
Phone and book?
Yeah, I think I got to put one back, right?
Challenge yourself. Yeah, do something different.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we know what a phone book is.
Ooh, I got trampoline. Trampoline phone.
Oh,
trampoline,
okay.
trampoline
Okay.
phone.
Oh, interesting. Okay, there's something you could do with that. All right, you want to jump on that, Virginia?
I am ready.
Okay, all right. Let's see what you got here. Whenever you're ready.
Do you have kids that are driving you crazy in your house and you would just like to help them burn some energy and stay COVID friendly? Well, pick up the trampoline phone. Yeah, pick up the phone, call us. We will bring a trampoline to your house and you can keep it there overnight. Let your kids jump all they want. We come back and pick it up the next day. That's the trampoline phone.
Trampoline
phone.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. I'd buy one.
My kids would love that. If you made that affordable trampoline drop-off service.
Mm-hmm. Bird, what you got over there?
Nothing good. It's going to be a terrible commercial. It's Spin Coffee or Coffee Spin.
Oh, okay. It could be a brand of coffee.
Just hit me up. I'm ready.
Ooh.
Spin Coffee. Coffee Spin. Okay, let's see what Bird can do with this.
Are you going through your life a little too peaceful? You need Spin Coffee. It's going to spin you into excitement. we have a secret ingredient here at Spin Coffee. That would be cocaine. We put cocaine in our Spin Coffee, and all you need is a half a cup to get you and your kids to school. Who's ready for some Spin Coffee? Does have no cocaine in it.
That'd be amazing.
Spin Coffee, Denny's.
You always get the weirdest ones.
I mean, it sounds great. It sounds fun.
I know one person in this room that like
Let's
it.
do it. I need a pick me up.
Oh, yeah.
I've been too COVID sad.
Someone needs some Spin Coffee to get them out of their depression.
Let's do it.
Take some now.
At this point.
Okay, Denny's got a couple over there. What you got?
I got spoon and lettuce. Lettuce spoon.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, a lettuce spoon.
Tricky.
Okay, let's hear how Denny's turns this into a product and pitches it.
Do you like soup? And do you also like lettuce? You want to get a little bit healthier with your soup choices? Well, I have for you the lettuce spoon. It is a spoon made entirely of lettuce, so you can eat your soup with it and then eat your spoon afterwards and get those nutrients. Also by the makers of Tomato Fork. Check it out at walmart.com. Lettuce spoon.
Lettuce spoon. Tomato fork.
Two great products.
Soup and salad together.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna lie. Tomato fork sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I would totally buy Kevin Ralston the lettuce spoon for holidays.
He would use it.
love it.
Home run product, Josh.
Yeah.
I would love it. Okay, the words that I drew out here before we get suits in, I drew out braces, and I drew out the word potato.
Okay.
Braces and potato. Okay. All righty. Do you have a kid that has braces, but they hate them? They're nasty. They're no fun. Well, now introducing potato braces. The braces you can actually eat. Your kids are absolutely gonna love it. They put them on their teeth to straighten them up, and then later on at night, they can just chow them down. Always fun and a lot more affordable than regular braces that nobody wants to wear. So if you got a kid that hates their braces, they're gonna love potato braces.
Potato braces. They taste like French fries.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a good tag out for the kid. It tastes like French fries.
You're welcome.
I mean, between that and Denny's product and that Spin Coffee,
Oh, yeah. Got a lot of good stuff here to sell today.
We're amped.
we are amped.
Suits, you have to follow that, so good luck.
Yes,
He's
tough
got
act
it.
to follow. I've got the taco wagon.
Oh, well, there you go.
My gosh.
That's a lucky draw.
Everything you could possibly want. I can only imagine. All right, Suits, let's hear you pitch your taco wagon.
Oh, it's lunchtime and nothing hits the spot better than a taco, but you're not just gonna have one. That's child's play. 2, give me a break. 10, nah, that's too little. You need more than that, but they're so hard to carry when you've got yourself a few dozen tacos. That's why you need the taco wagon with custom taco-shaped holders to carry all of your food, no mess, on the go. It's the taco wagon. Get it today at Walmart. Meals not included.
Wow. Everything's at Walmart.
They got everything.
Suits, that was a great commercial.
Oh, thank you. I felt that one.
Oh,
Good.
baby.
You
Nailed
pitch
it.
Fantastic job, everybody here today.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow.
Crazy underlying motive for this dude in Winter Haven, Florida, that called the police to report a dead body outside of a McDonald's.
Oh, my.
Yeah, kind of alarming, huh?
Well, that's how you get the cops there.
Oh, they did. They showed up. A whole bunch of them came flying into the McDonald's looking for the dead body. The 46-year-old guy was just sitting on the curb. Apparently, his true motive, there was no dead body. He was just waiting for a ride home.
He wanted the cops to give him a ride home?
Yeah, so he used the report of a dead body knowing that they would show up, and then he was hoping that after their relief came from there not being an actual dead body, they'd be like going, sure, dude, yeah, we'll give you a ride home, no big deal.
Okay, let's play the game. What drug is he on?
I actually don't know that he was on any. Good news in bad news. Good news, he got a ride. Bad news, it was to the county jail.
How long did he, play it up? Until he finally broke character.
I think the whole story probably fell apart pretty quickly. Yeah, I can't imagine that lasting more than just a
He
few
doesn't
minutes.
seem to be very credible or able to probably put a story together well.
Well, when you're unable to produce a dead body, then that's probably where you're like, okay, what's going on here? There's a guy in Utah that actually took a nice little test drive over the weekend, and he loved it. In fact, I mean, just you know what it's like. You get behind a car and you're just like, he just didn't want to give it up. But unfortunately, you do have to give it up because the salesman of the car wanted to go back. He had to go home. So he called 911, and eventually the cops had to pull this guy over on his test drive. He just wouldn't go back. They actually arrested him for kidnapping.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
This guy just snapped.
That's what they don't show you on those. Was it Volkswagen that had that, where the guy would just take off and drive, and there's a dude in the back be like, hey, can we go back? Or whatever car that was. No, they'll get you for kidnapping.
Dang.
Had a drunk driver in England that tried to give cops a fake name. Unfortunately, his scheme was unsuccessful because one of the cops that had pulled him over was a dude he went to high school with.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's just tough, isn't it? There's an inmate at the Hillsborough County Jail there near Tampa that tried to escape through the ceiling. But unfortunately, there was one nemesis in all this. It's called gravity. The 27-year-old got up into the ceiling, but quickly the tiles gave way and she came crashing down to the floor.
That's how Ted Bundy escaped.
Yeah?
Through the ceiling. Oh, yeah, he got through there, and then he fell through or went through the main guard's room. The guard's room was right by the cells, and the guy was in the room, and he went through the room. And
He lost a bunch of weight
yeah, he lost a ton of weight.
so he could slip into the AC vent.
Yep.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And he escaped and was on the lam for a good while.
Like how many months?
I mean, I believe he escaped in December, and they got him, I believe, in January at some point.
Wow.
Let me fact check that.
So he was on a Rumspringa.
He escaped, I think, twice from prison.
Did he murder when he was out?
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
He had a really horrific murder
Spree.
Yes, and up at FSU, it's very famous.
Oh my gosh, that was when he escaped.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay.
You know a lot about murder.
I do. Yeah, he escaped on December 30th and then was captured a week later, I believe. So he's gone for a week.
Dang.
Okay. You'd hope you get more out of that, though.
Would
I
you?
want more in a week. I would.
I don't know. I mean, I want them to catch that guy as quick as possible.
No, you know
Well,
what?
I'm saying if I'm him,
Right.
a week's not good.
It was more than a week because on January 14th is when he actually broke into Florida State. So he was out of jail for at least a couple weeks on
Wow.
the lam.
Crazy.
He couldn't just lay low and stop murdering.
All right, February. He was gone till February. I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
Why couldn't he just lay low?
Because
And
he killed.
he couldn't help himself.
Couldn't help it.
Dang, that's twisted.
Wow, he was gone that long.
Made it count. This is kind of a crazy story here, but what do you expect? It's a Waffle House. They said that apparently a massive melee broke out. It was employees, it was customers, and of course somebody was filming. They say there's at least 7 individuals involved in this melee, one of whom loses her top.
Oh,
now,
my.
that's how you have a Waffle House fight, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
She is topless, repeatedly striking a worker in the head. Now, where is this video?
Where is this video,
Yeah.
Kevin?
And
I
is,
mean,
is everybody in the Waffle House still eating as it's going on, like they would in a movie?
you've never given us a hotter tease.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I got to track this thing down here. They don't even know for sure what state it's in, so maybe this thing is just popping.
Oh, we need to investigate. I'm Googling it right
Yeah,
now.
I'm going to YouTube and just typing in Waffle House fights.
Well, you're going to have 8,000 things pop up.
I want to see how many they are.
You want the latest, though. Oh, I think this is from 19 hours ago. It's on Daily Mail.
That's it.
Damn!
Okay, yeah, I got it. I'll retweet it out.
There's wigs
Yep.
flying, fist flying.
Oh, yeah,
this
it's a good one.
This is a good one, Kevin. Thank you for tipping us off. off.
Guys, you're not doing social distancing. This is not social distancing.
Wow, there's so
The
many
dude
Waffle House fights.
Went back behind the counter at the Waffle House, and you got him throwing some serious fists at this Waffle House worker.
And then the girls get involved.
So all three, the 2 Waffle House employees and the guy that is fighting, they all have ponytails. So you see a bunch of ponytails flying around.
It's
They
unbelievable.
look like Carolina ponytails.
Oh, good heavens. Yeah, those. You think so?
Yeah, that looks like a Carolina
That girl's
tail.
boobs are completely out.
Oh my
It looks like
gosh.
somebody. Is she lost her weave? Oh my goodness!
Wigs
wow.
go flying.
You know what? It's everything you would want in a Waffle House brawl.
Thank you.
I'll retweet that out.
It's less than a minute. There's so much that happens.
There's a lot to take down in a minute.
That's a gift.
Yeah.
Kevin,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah,
You're
that was
welcome.
good.
I'll retweet that for everybody. Crazy stuff in Fort Myers. These gators, look out. This woman was just trimming her trees by the edge of a lake near a country club when a 10-foot gator bit her.
Oh, my.
Dang.
What did she
Apparently-
do?
Cried. She's got injuries to both legs. She's expected to be okay. They had to bring out a trapper to get the gator. They took him to an alligator farm, and boy, you know, he's got stories for the fellas when he gets there. That's crazy. It's kind of odd, too. Somebody said they spotted a giant robot being built in satellite images around Area 51.
Uh-oh, Bird, that's
the
you.
UFO place.
Interesting.
Is that what we're building now? Giant robots? Battle robots?
Oh, I don't know if you saw the one video of the robot serving food to people, and here's your food. Now, may I please leave? And it's tall like a person.
There's a hotel chain that now, if you order stuff from like the front desk, like any toiletries or extra towels, a robot brings it to your door.
What does the robot look like?
A little robot. It stands about 3 feet tall.
Because the one I saw was tall like a person, almost kind of Jetson style, and she wanted to leave. She's like, may I please leave? Yeah.
I'm afraid if the robot's bigger than me. If it's smaller than me, I feel okay about it.
You should not feel good about either because they're taking over the planet.
Yeah. Probably not. Interesting.
Worry about Corona and you worry about robots.
And finally here today, I know you talk about dropping a bottle in the ocean. How about this? A guy in the Philippines wound up finding a weather-soaked surfboard just floating off the coast. The fisherman who found it thought it might have fallen from maybe a yacht cruising in the area, but it turns out it actually came from Hawaii about 5,000 miles away. There was a big wave that had wiped this surfer out more than 2 years ago. That surfer, Doug Falter, had this Lyle Carlson custom-made surfboard. The guy who ended up with the board contacted Carlson online. They posted a picture of the surfboard, tagged Falter on Instagram, connected the two, and Falter says he's bringing this guy a new board and will teach him how to surf as a thank you for returning the other board he had.
Wow, that's a great story.
That is pretty crazy.
Kind of reminds me of my wallet, my blue wallet.
I know, exactly, yeah.
Are you going to give us an update?
I have an update
Yeah.
if you want it.
Yeah, we definitely do want it. Exactly what was it yesterday? I had asked Jaybird if he had his wallet on him. He did not, and we'd received a message from Publix that they had it. So what exactly is the truth on this? Where in the world is Jaybird's wallet? We'll find out next. Yesterday during the show, I got a message on Facebook, and somebody said, hey, I think we have Jaybird's wallet. Sounded like it had his ID in it, and it was at a Publix. It is not too far from the radio station. So I asked Jaybird, I said, hey, do you have your wallet? He's like, nope. I'm like, well, I think I found it.
Do you go to this Publix?
I do go to this Publix. I was a bit confused because I swore I saw my wallet earlier in the morning before I came to work.
At your house?
At my house, yeah. I just didn't grab it.
Yeah.
I sometimes just don't grab my wallet.
Okay, so that is the mystery. And then what did thrown everything off was they asked if it was blue, and you'd say, well, my current wallet's not blue.
And I forgot I had a food wallet. That
What?
It was a wallet that had all kind of carnival food pictures on it, but I washed it once, and all of the pictures, like it destroyed the wallet, and it
Yeah.
just made it blue. So it was this
Okay.
weird
Yeah.
plastic, large, kind of a bigger wallet.
Uh-huh. So do we have an explanation to this mystery about Publix finding your wallet?
Did you go over there?
I did it because I went home. I had my regular wallet. I go, okay, I got my regular wallet. We're good. I figured I had that. This is the wallet that I lost 4 or 5 months ago. I left it somewhere in Publix, and I'm
Yeah.
going to go pick it up today. But there's really nothing. I don't think there's anything in it other than my license and my debit card that I had to cancel.
Do you have a new license and debit card?
Yeah, on my new wallet.
Okay.
Not the blue wallet. But the one thing I'm curious, where did I leave the blue wallet in Publix? I feel like it was the cereal section.
So did you pay them with your wallet and then leave, or did you just not buy anything at that excursion?
That's a great question. I remember when I lost my the blue wallet a while ago. I was looking for it everywhere, and I just chalked it up to never being able to find it again. I must have paid for something, and it either dropped or
It would make sense. I mean, unless you typically go to Publix just to browse and then you leave without buying anything.
that happens sometimes.
Oh, it does.
It
Okay.
does.
Okay.
You probably bought stuff and then dropped it on the way out when you're struggling with the bags and all that.
Yeah, it's just weird that they contact me now, though. That was a good 6 months ago.
Yeah. Weird how that happened.
They're contacting me now. That's why I feel like they found it somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe by the tarts. I don't know.
Maybe somebody found it in the bushes.
I want to see if Publix will let me Facebook Live. I don't know if they will, Kev. Going in there because they're a company, we kind of want to see what the reaction would be to them just giving it to me. I don't think that you're allowed a Facebook Live employee. I was asking somebody that yesterday. They get kind of squirrely about that.
Okay. Well, maybe you can go in and meet them and say hello, and then if there's an interesting story there, you can capture that if they say
Yeah.
okay.
You can ask them and say, hey, this is a happy story. Can we all just take a happy video?
This is what Publix does. They go above and beyond. So if you drop your wallet, they will return it.
Walmart ain't calling you.
They never do. And yet I keep going back to Walmart.
Publix called you.
Yeah, no,
They had to Google you and find you.
I have a great relationship with that Village Publix. They're very, very kind people. And every time with the pandemic, I thought they did a great job. With the hurricanes, they do a great job. Shout out to the Village Boulevard Publix.
Okay. Yeah, Publix, you get your wallet back. What about a Waffle House? You get your wallet back?
I don't know. I don't think you're getting a call back.
Probably not getting a call back. You're right. Jaybird, I am going to put you under the gun here, man. A pressure cooker. I know how seriously you take these things. I've got a fast food quiz for you.
Oh, my gosh.
Which came first? I've got 2 fast food items and the year that they were introduced. I will give you the 2. You tell me which of the 2 came first.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. All right.
Don't blow it. Everybody's listening.
I mean, a guy in a pizza onesie cannot blow this.
Everyone's listening?
Even your friends at Publix.
Yep.
I can't blow it.
That's right. You can't blow it. We'll see. Can Jaybird go perfect? How will he do next? Okay, let's see how well Jaybird can do here. This is a fast food quiz. Which came first? Let's see if the bird can master this challenge here. The king of the fast food. Okay, I got some big items here. And the year that they were introduced, you tell me which item of the 2 was introduced first.
No pressure. You are the value meal killer.
Which came first? Pizza from Pizza Hut or pepperoni pizza from Domino's?
Pizza Hut.
You're going to go with Pizza Hut came first. You are correct.
It's like this is like a spelling bee or something.
You can cut the tension with a knife, Kevin.
1958 for Pizza Hut, 1960 for the Domino's. And they showed a picture of the original Pizza Hut. It was like in Kansas or something like that. And it was just a little like brown brick shack. Yeah, it really was. No lie. Their mom gave them money, these 2 brothers, and it was so successful, and they started franchising pretty quickly.
Wow, that's a great story.
And there you go. All right, which came first? Jaybird's fast food quiz. The Big Mac from McDonald's or the Whopper from Burger King? Which came first?
The Whopper.
That is correct. 1957 for the Whopper, 1967 for the Big Mac.
So far, he has a perfect score.
My hands are so clammy. I don't want to float it.
Wow.
Come on, clams. Get it together.
I want it so bad, Virginia.
Focus.
Jaybird, which came first? Original recipe chicken at KFC or the original chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A?
KFC.
That is correct. KFC, 1956 for the original recipe chicken. 64 was the original chicken sandwich at Chick-fil-A.
You are unstoppable.
Well, hold on. It's only 3.
Look at you.
Let's not get carried away.
Living legend.
Okay, next up here. Which came first? The classic roast beef from Arby's or the original slider from White Castle?
White Castle.
That is correct. Whoa. The slider, 1947. The classic roast beef at Arby's, 1971. Okay, Bird. They may get tougher from here on out.
That one's not. These aren't that easy. Whopper and Big Mac. That's tough, man.
It is. It is so far. Perfect score. Okay, doing McDonald's items here. Which came first, the Quarter Pounder or their French fries?
They're French fries.
That is correct.
Wow.
1949 for the French fries, 1973 for the Quarter Pounder.
Yeah.
Okay, Jaber, what about this? Battle of Pizza. Pizza Hut's stuffed crust pizza or the McDonald's pizza, which came first?
McDonald's came first. I believe it was in the 80s.
Okay, you are correct. McDonald's pizza, 1989. The stuffed crust pizza, Pizza Hut, 1995.
Jaybird, you've shocked the world.
He's not shocking me. He's amazing at this stuff.
How long is this test? My God.
You only have 18 more questions.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to miss one eventually.
Oh, come on, Bird.
You got this.
Okay, 2 more McDonald's items. Which came first, the McLean Deluxe or the McDLT?
McDLT came first.
That is correct. 1984 for the McDLT, 1991 for the McLean Deluxe. I mean, this guy's unbelievable, isn't he?
This man is an encyclopedia of bad food.
It's unbelievable.
Imagine if I would have studied in school.
I mean, what you know, your wealth of knowledge on this is unreal. It's unmatched.
I don't get cocky here.
He don't know nothing about a salad, though. Come in here with the salad quiz, and you will see a man crumble.
You notice there's not one vegetable on any of
No,
this?
never has been.
Oh, man. I just don't want to miss any.
Okay, Jaybird. Couple challenging ones here. Which came first? Dairy Queen's Blizzards or Burger King's Cinny Minis?
Oh.
The Blizzard came first.
That is correct.
Cinnies were a little bit later.
1985 on the Blizzards, 1998 on Cinny Minis.
Yeah.
He knows.
He's really good at this game.
Okay. I can't believe how many he's getting.
You finally found your place.
It's unreal. Okay, McDonald's items. Which came first, the Big and Tasty or the McRib?
Oh.
The McRib came first.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
The McRib was introduced in 1981, the Big and Tasty in 1997. Okay. All right, 2 Domino's items here.
Ooh.
Which came first, Jaybird? This may be the toughest one. The breadsticks or the buffalo wings?
The breadsticks definitely came first.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, they did. I think the buffalo wings came out maybe a couple years later, 2 years later.
Answers so quick.
Did they come out 2 years later,
Yeah,
the
they
wings?
did.
Okay.
He's so quick and with confidence.
2 years later.
Was it 2 years later?
It was
Okay.
exactly 2 years. 92 on the breadsticks, 94 on the buffalo wings. I mean, are you not impressed?
I'm very impressed.
This is unbelievable. This really is unbelievable. Okay, all right, couple more McDonald's items here.
Come on, Bird. Perfect
It's
score.
really, I mean, it's
Which
a lot.
came first, the Egg McMuffin or the Filet-O-Fish?
Oh, both great.
Oh, the filet of fish came first. The Egg McMuffin was a breakfast item later on.
That is correct.
Look at you.
Filet-O-Fish, introduced in 1965, the Egg McMuffin 1974, and for a perfect score, you've got 1 more left.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
Oh, you can't lose it on this one. You can't.
I can't.
You can't.
This would be a perfect score. Ultimate pride in this.
Take your time.
Which came first, Dunkin' Donuts or Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich? What was the first item
You're
introduced?
the official voice of Duncan for this show. No pressure, boy, if you blow this one.
Okay. Dunkin' Donuts or Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. What was the first one introduced? Which came first?
Watch, I get the one wrong that I endorse.
Is this a Kevin setup?
Dunkin'?
Gonna go with the Dunkin' Donuts. Bird for a perfect score. You are correct.
Oh, thank goodness.
Dunkin' Donuts.
He fell out of his chair.
1950, the spicy chicken sandwich. 1996, Bird is perfect.
Look at
That's
you.
unbelievable.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, I just hurt my neck so bad falling out of my chair.
Wow.
Celebrating.
How about that? Well, you know what? The rest of your day is going to go well.
Now I know what kids feel like when they take the SATs.
Yeah.
And they ace him.
Yeah. Perfect score.
You're perfection at fast food.
Congratulations. You just got a full ride to Hamburger University.
Oh, let's celebrate.
If only there
that's
was a
amazing.
Hamburger University.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I believe there is, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think McDonald's has something set up. Yeah, where they go in and you can go there and get a higher education. And
Bird, you should do that for fun.
It sounds like fun.
You could teach the class.
you'd be a professor. You could actually be the dean.
I'm exhausted.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Got a couple random questions here for you. What album from your childhood would you recommend a 13-year-old listen to all the way through? And I got to be honest, like when I was younger, I did. It's very rare that I listen to an album all the way through now.
Me too. I was like, I never did then and I never do now.
Really? That's all I did. I listened
way
to
through?
oh my gosh, all the time. If I loved the artist, I'd listen to it all the way through. Now, if it was an artist that was just okay and I liked one or two songs, probably not. But if I love the artist, I'd listen to the whole thing.
I think it's so easy to get music, and there's so much music out there that I want to try to listen to that I stick more with the mainstream hits. And I'm like, if it's good enough, it'll get on my radar. That's the way I typically feel. But you're right. I'm sure that I'm missing a lot of songs that I would absolutely love from great artists because I don't typically. Well, what I do is I look on, because I do Apple Music, and if you look, you can see the popularity ratings on each song. And if there's a song that I don't know that has a good rating on it, then I'll listen to it, and if I like it, I'll download it. But the ones that don't really have much, I don't waste my time on.
Yeah, one of my hobbies now to do, I like to go back and go through every album of an artist that I don't really like. For example, I went through the Eagles and I went through every single album and went through every single song of all of their work.
Okay.
And there was a lot of stuff that I ended up falling in love with that I never would have listened to.
Yeah.
But it's a hobby. You got to kind of put.
Right. It does take a lot of time. It is time consuming. So what are the ones that you would go with? Now, keep in mind, you're talking to a 13-year-old here. So what would you recommend? I think, first of all, it depends upon what 13-year-old are you talking to? What seem to be their interests right now? What kind of music do they already typically like? So if you have a kid, like, for instance, I've got a 12-year-old son, and, you know, if it was something for him, I would probably recommend the parent-edited version of The Chronic or something like that, because he really likes hip-hop and stuff like that. That's his main genre. If I told him something else, he probably wouldn't be that into it. So to me, that would be a recommendation, I think, for most 13-year-olds, because hip-hop, of the 13-year-olds at least that I know, that seems to be maybe the most popular genre is hip-hop. And I think Dr. Dre, if you are a kid today, you need to know that album, because that was the introduction to Snoop Dogg, and, you know, what just an amazing album all the way through. Some of the other ones that you could argue, Prince's Purple Rain is amazing. I don't know how many great songs are on that. The musicianship, you need to know who Prince is. And if you had to know one Prince album, that would be the one I would say, start with this, get to know this, and then you can move on to his other work. Michael Jackson and Thriller is one of the greatest albums ever created. And I'd say, you know, just for musical history, you got to know Thriller. And that's one of those albums you can go all the way through that is absolutely fantastic. And then if you're into rock, I would say probably Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction is one of those ones that, you know, has a ton of hits all over it. And it really was maybe arguably the biggest album of that era. Jaybird, what would you put on your list?
Oh, a lot of people are going to hate my list. I mean, I would give this to anybody. Billy Joel's The Stranger. Front and back,
Yeah.
I don't care how old you are or what time period you grew up in.
That's on a lot of legit lists.
I think if you like that kind of music, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Ben Folds 5, Whatever and Ever, Amen, is front to back a fantastic album. I put Beastie Boys' License to Ill.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right about that. That's a great call.
Great call.
And then
Yeah,
I
it is.
have it as one that a lot of people don't know, but I think all three in this studio would agree. Toad the Wet Sprocket, China?
Dulcinea.
Yes.
Dulcinea.
Yeah, however you say it.
That is great.
Front to back, that's a fantastic album.
Good call.
But nobody would ever put that on there, though.
You're right.
Some of the other ones that a lot of people typically list, you got Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. A lot of people say solid all the way through and through on that one. There's many from Led Zeppelin, critically acclaimed. Led Zeppelin 4 maybe gets the most nods. If you're telling a 13-year-old and they like rock, that might be one to go into.
Hotel California, that whole album was...
It's one of the most recommended albums, front to back, to go with. People giving us suggestions, too, like Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
I mean, there's a lot of great songs on that album.
There really is. I can't argue that one at all.
If you like that kind of music, it's really fantastic.
That's why, what 13-year-old am I talking about, and what music do you like right now?
Chris Cornell's first solo album. That is a fantastic album.
AC/DC's Back in Black is another one of those albums that they say, yeah, just solid. Pink Floyd, The Wall, and so some of those are ones that if you're trying to introduce the 13-year-old.
Queen's greatest hits or classic Queen for a 13-year-old? The classic Queen would be great.
And I wonder, because I felt a little bit like it's cheating if you went greatest hits. But if you went greatest hits, you would have to put the Eagles on there. You would have to, Elton John has one, Bob Marley's Legend. So you have, when you start doing greatest hits, Queen, obviously ABBA's greatest hits.
I blew it.
But yeah.
I found the loophole.
That's the definite loophole on this one.
You peaked last segment, so no one expected anything good
You're
from
fine.
you after
Whatever
that.
you do after that.
You're totally right.
You're good. Okay, next random question here. If you wanted to make the most money from a celebrity boxing match, what two people do you put in the ring?
Oh, good one.
I mean, I think if you wanted to make a ton of money,
Yeah.
if you put Trump and Biden in the ring together,
Whoa.
I think everybody would tune into that. I think if you really promoted that like a legit boxing fight, now that's not a political statement. I'm talking about making green right now.
Yeah.
A Trump versus Biden in the ring.
Sky's the limit.
If you pay-per-viewed that thing, it would be... You wouldn't get anything bigger, I don't think.
You could have the vice presidents fight first, and then you could have them be the main card.
I mean, you really could.
Wow. That would be, I don't think you beat that one.
What else would be bigger?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Look at you, peaking twice.
It's number one.
I mean...
Don't worry. That means I'm a Republican because I said that comment. I belong to every party possible.
Wow. And... last random question. If you could undo any character's death, who would you choose? Talking about a character. I will tell you the first one that always jumps to my mind is Goose in Top Gun. And that movie I should love a lot more than I do. And I don't know why I got such a hang up on that. And I know Jay Bird is good with it and he loves it. But it affects how many times I've seen that movie. And that could be one of those movies that every time it's on, you would sit down and watch it. But when I see it, I'm like, I can't get through that part. Like, I don't want to do that.
It gets depressing. It is. It's you don't like to see Maverick lose his mojo. You just don't. You like to see it.
Yeah. I felt like they could have done something. I would have liked to have seen it, and I get it. You got to have roller coasters, and you got to have your pitfalls and your ups and downs, but I would have loved to have seen them go through something together, or Goose is in trouble and Maverick has to go save him or something like that. But don't come on.
I get it.
Don't do that.
It's not a bad choice.
That's mine. What would be yours, Jay Bird?
Okay. The Emperor from Return of the Jedi doesn't die, and then Darth Vader doesn't die. All that stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah.
They turn around and Luke dies because he was a little bit of a bitch. And I keep the Emperor and Darth Vader.
Quick one on Star Wars. They should not have killed Darth Maul. He should have
agreed.
He should have stayed in all the movies, and he should have been the new Darth.
And I'm kind of dumb because the Emperor, I guess, technically didn't die.
Yeah, you're right. He was back in the last one.
Darth Vader doesn't die. He stays alive, and then he kills Luke.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want.
Okay.
Darth Vader shouldn't have died.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go. Any thoughts on any of those?
He asked Virginia because
I
Virginia don't know
Virginia
about
probably
movies.
does not have an answer.
I think at the end of Steel Magnolias when Shelby dies,
okay,
it's
there you
stupid.
go.
I know
It's terrible.
Don't kill Shelby.
It makes me sad, and I love that movie except for Shelby.
I knew you were going to.
Okay, that's
Should ask
good.
you what her pick is going to be.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah. Got some really great additions here to talk about from the random questions that we had today. if you had to suggest an album all the way front to back for a 13-year-old kid to listen to. Like I said, it really, I think, depends upon, you got to know the 13-year-old kid. What is the album that you would suggest? A couple late additions. Somebody said Metallica and Justice for All. Yeah, if you have a kid that's a headbanger, that is a solid album all the way through.
I got a bunch of buddies who got kids in that School of Rock, and I love what the School of Rock does. It teaches the young kids about all of the classic rock hits. They probably
That's
wouldn't.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
great.
I love when younger kids are into classic rock. It's really cool stuff. I do second that. That is a fantastic call.
I mean, Metallica is considered classic rock now, right?
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. I mean, those albums are, early 80s.
They're not heavy metal, are they?
No, there's a difference. I would put them at hard rock, and I thought I was into heavy metal until I heard heavy metal, and then I realized I'm not into heavy metal.
Heavy metal's awful.
It's really tough.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's not what I'm into. Yeah.
I think that's for young people.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody over the age of 30 can handle it.
I think you'll die if you listen to heavy metal.
It's very intense.
And on the same tip, Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz, which was one of his first solo albums. In fact, I just saw his drummer from that album just died yesterday, I believe.
Oh,
or a couple days ago.
That's true, he did.
Mm-hmm. Let me see some of the other suggestions that were fantastic. If you're talking about an album all the way through, Def Leppard, Hysteria. Yes, that in that era is a great one. Pearl Jam 10. Somebody said...
Is the Pearl Jam 10, is that the one where you her?
Yeah, the whole album.
All right.
It's a whole album of that right there. Somebody else said, when I was 13, first album I really listened to front to back was Maroon 5 Songs About Jane. That is to me, that's the best Maroon 5. That's the era I love.
That is
most.
the best Maroon 5.
What about any modern day albums in the last 5 years? Is anybody saying them?
Somebody saying Linkin Park Hybrid Theory is one to go all the way through.
Don't let Denny see that comment.
You're not a fan, huh? And Meteora from Linkin Park, a couple there. Journey Escape, REO Speedwagon, Beck Ondelay or Odelay. I can't remember what the name of that one is. She said, somebody said Mariah Carey, Vision of Love.
It is a great album.
That is my favorite Mariah Carey song, and it's a great album.
I can separate the annoyance from the greatness, and it's a fantastic album.
She wasn't annoying, Vision of Love.
She wasn't.
She was very humble and sweet. She had yet to be the diva.
It was all after that one movie she did. There was
Glitter?
Glitter. I think it all kind of...
It's a cinematic masterpiece.
It is not. She did another one where she's in some mafia movie, which is pretty awfully good. I watch it every time it's on.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else is saying, go for Matchbox 20's first album, Yourself or Someone Like You. It had Real World on it. It had 3 a.m. It had Push. It had Back to Good on that. Those are all really solid songs.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a good suggestion. Kiss Alive 2 and Bush's 16 Stone.
We offended somebody in the chat room. Metal Beard Dan.
Uh-oh.
What kind of music do you think he listens to?
Hard.
Metal.
What's he saying, like Lamb of God or?
Yeah, probably. Is that a real?
That's a real.
Lamb of God.
That ain't Christian rock.
Slayer.
I want to hear some Lamb of God.
You don't want
just to hear how terrible
You do not
it
want to
is.
hear Lamb of God.
Commercial break. We're lambing of Godding it up.
Please don't lamb me.
Well, I'm gonna lamb
the only
you.
lamb I want to be is Mariah Carey's Little Lamb.
It's a different kind of lamb.
Oh, it's going to get real bad in here.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. And then a couple of the other topics, too, that we had on the randoms. If you're talking about the celebrity fight you put in a ring, somebody said Carol Baskin and Tiger Joe.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, yes.
That would get people would watch that.
Amen. That would be huge.
And then which character would you have not die? Someone said the dog from I Am Legend.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Jack from Titanic. Rose should have scooted her big ass over and let him get on the door. Ugh, gets me every time.
I think we all agree with that one.
Yeah.
I think James Cameron, the director, he gets annoyed now when people ask him about it.
Well, then don't make the door so big in the movie that it would have fit both of them.
I wonder if he could go back if he would redo it.
There's no way he doesn't redo that.
Yeah.
Because there's so many annoying questions.
Or at least have him die in a way that is like people are like, He could totally fit on that door.
Because you don't want everyone saying that at the end of the movie about how selfish Rose was.
Girl doesn't need to lay down.
No.
She was sprawled out on that door and there was still room.
Yeah.
Well,
She could have stayed laying and he could have got at least 3/4 of his body on the door and they had plenty of space.
bottom line, Rose, Jack's blood is on your hands.
Thank
It
you.
is.
She didn't even offer.
No, and then then she throws the jewel away.
Yeah. We don't throw diamonds in the ocean, you dingbat.
Yeah. Did the whole thing wrong.
The whole ending. I'm
Whole
sorry.
thing
Not
wrong.
a fan.
Whole thing wrong. All right, coming up here in a couple minutes, Jaber is going to wrap it all up today with his thought on the way.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Today is the first day of fall. I don't know if you guys realize that, but we're just kind of when you got a pandemic going on, you're like going, oh, wow, what part of this year are we in? Fall.
It was really Halloweeny out yesterday
It
last
was,
night.
yeah.
I loved it.
Yes. It
Yeah.
was windy and cooler.
I know. I even said that to the Mexican queen. Made that exact comment. It felt like Halloween all over
It
again.
ain't gonna stay that way, but it would be nice if it did.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting that people are still attacking the trick-or-treat. Last year, 29% of people, parents, said that they're going to take their kids out. This year, hasn't dropped off a lot. 23% said that they're still going to be taking their kids out for trick-or-treating. And Halloween candy sales are actually up 13% this year from last.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's a little early to be Halloween candy shopping.
The only thing I can think is that people are looking for any kind of joy. And that is the one thing as I was talking to Suits, he's like, you do anything last night? I'm like, I'm not doing anything at all. Like we are doing basically the same things and have been for the last 6 months. And I think people are just looking for, you need joy. You need something to look forward to. You need something fun. Halloween is fun. It feels normal. And in a sense, I think that's why it makes good logic that sales are actually up for the candy. It's like, I'm going to have some fun. And
Well, I grew up in a house where we always had Halloween candy throughout the entire month because there might be a little Halloween party that goes down. Eating Reese's peanut butter cups. Dude, 2 weeks away from Halloween, it gets you in the mood.
Yeah, I know, but we're still in September. If I feel that plastic pumpkin now, I'm going to eat it all before I even get close to Halloween.
Don't ruin Halloween or candy for me. You're not doing that.
Well, I think some people are just saying, you know what, I deserve, with everything I'm going through, I deserve to maybe pack on a few extra pounds, or I deserve a little bit of joy. And I think what's telling, the candy sales are up 13%. The chocolate sales are up 25%.
Wow.
So more people are buying Halloween candy chocolate than they are just the regular other candies, which should be that way anyway. But, typically what is chocolate? That's
comfort food.
It's a comfort food. It's one of those little foods of euphoria where it's like, it kind of hits those pleasure centers of the brain.
What are you going to be for Halloween? I had an idea for you, but I think it's pretty dumb.
I'm going to need to be a pumpkin if I keep eating.
Well, that's what when me and Virginia gain weight, we're either a pumpkin? or a nun.
Those are great. If you're feeling fat, we highly recommend the pumpkin or the nun.
What if you were, and this is too dumb. I'm going to say it anyway.
Say it anyway.
Keep in mind.
It's never stopped you before.
Okay, you dress as a witch and you're holding a bag of sand. Sandwich?
Let's just hope the thought's better.
It's not.
Okay.
It's worse.
It's worse. You can judge for yourself. After the Show podcast is on the way on Facebook and YouTube here in just about 5 to 10 minutes. You can jump on and see it live, or you can get it on demand too. Cool thing is you can actually get it on the 97.9 WRMF app. Cool thing with that, you go in there and you listen for 1 hour a day, and you get signed up for the Power of Pizza, where you could win a little pizza party from Doss Craft Beer and Pizza, and Bird, maybe in Virginia, will come deliver it to your door.
Yeah, Bird's been talking about getting us pizza outfits.
Well, I bought her a pizza dress this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
It'll be on the way. It'll be here in 3 days.
What size did you get?
I got you a extra beautiful.
Oh, boy.
It's a trap.
Uh-oh.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
That was a great trap.
Extra beautiful is the size I got you.
That's my size.
Yep.
All right, Jay Bird, wrap it all up here with your thought today.
Thank you, Positive K. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will.
Oh.
This is the KVJ Show.